Yeah.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Relatable, episode 7. I'm Rios, and we got my boy
Luck is definitely in the building.
Luck is in the building. Luck. What's up, everybody, man? I just want to also start off by saying thank you, everybody, for supporting the podcast and coming along the ride with us and leaving comments and engaging. We really appreciate it. Just keep it going. It drives us. It motivates us to keep going. And if you have any constructive criticism, please feel free to drop in the comment section.
And to add on to that, man, the supporters have been super dope. I'll be reading comments. They always saying super cool things. And they're hilarious.
Funny
They always say the dopest thing. But when we read them comments, that really pushes us to be like, okay, we really got something going here. Because we already believe in ourselves and we believe in what this podcast is and relatable, but just to see the feedback and what they feel about when we post a new episode, or man, y'all already got me laughing, or they putting their little timestamps of what was funny here and what was funny there. That's a major factor in what keeps fuel to the fire to keep us moving forward. So that's priceless, bro. We appreciate that. And show more love, you know what I mean? And like my man said, you know, we respect the critiques also. Right. Because we're new, we're trying to get better as far as like, this is new for myself and Rios. What I mean by that is we've been podding and stuff, but we haven't been podding together dealing with these topics and kind of formulating the way we've been trying to do. So it's all new for us too. Right. So we just appreciate it. Straight up.
Exactly. But so how was your week, man?
My week was cool, man. It was cool. You know, Thanksgiving was
last week.
Mm-hmm. So they haven't seen us since technically.
Yeah.
Since Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay. It was cool. I spent time with family. Went to my cousin's house out in Paramount, and they do some cooking out there at the big layout. It was super dope. I had my camera with me. I was taking pictures of the family.
Okay, good.
So it was cool, man. I'm excited, man. My nephew, I just got to call see the announcement. My nephew, if y'all don't know, my nephew is a running back for UCLA. His name TJ Hard, number 25. Yeah. He's starting running back. He's in the portal. He's in the transfer portal, which I'm super excited about.
Oh, you actually excited about it? You
yes.
Happy he's leaving?
Yes, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, man. I love for UCLA, and they've been, you know, and the fans especially been in full support of TJ the whole time. Okay. And ride with him, believing in him. They know his potential. They saw what he can do, little glimpses of what he can do. And they know that in so many ways he was being held back a little bit. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not pointing fingers at nobody, but it just wasn't. I don't feel like he was used to his full capacity. Okay, being there.
What is he? Sophomore, junior?
He's he'll be next year's last year.
To be a senior. Okay.
He'll be a senior next year. And same thing for my man Justin Martin. Shout out to my man Justin Martin, number 6. He's the backup quarterback for UCLA. Who actually never really got time. Damn. And if you know Justin, if you can do the history, you can do research on your own if you don't believe me that we just family. But Justin is an incredible quarterback. Okay. When played for Inglewood, my nephew, they ran plays together. Their chemistry is unmatched. My nephew was playing receiver and a running back. Oh shit. Also. So they were, you know, Justin Martin, the same thing. He's super dope, incredible, but never really got the chance to be great. And even when he came in for somebody, he always killed it. Yeah. He was always an amazing, and the fans knew it. The fans like, put Justin in. They should keep Justin in more, but.
They was getting hated on, or?
I think politics.
Politics.
Yeah, and
Look at the ugly face of politics.
Politics, and be clear.
Face in every situation.
In every situation, bro. And be clear, this I don't get word from, I don't talk to my nephew about behind the curtains dealings, or I would never speak publicly about something he confided in me and told me about. Right. Just in my own opinion, Justin was held back from being great. He's an incredible quarterback. And my nephew definitely was held back in a sense, not as much as Justin though. You know, but anyway, I'm so glad that both of them are hitting the portal. I'm excited. I'm praying for them wherever they decide to go. I talked to my nephew. I found out that he was in the portal at just talking to him, you know, family stuff. And I just told him, like, man, I don't need to know where you're going or what you decide. I'm just praying for you. And whatever you decide to do, make sure it's your decision and make sure you're comfortable. All these people gonna promise you everything. Right. Just like when you're going from high school to college. You're gonna talk to the coaches. They're gonna say all these things, promise you all these things. They're gonna sell you the world. For sure. They're going to do the same thing when you've been kicking ass, you got a potential to do great. And when you're going off to these different schools, the money becomes a thing. You know what I mean? They probably offer you a lot of money for all these things. Deals. It's you know how it is. So, they already partaking in that. But a lot of kids are just getting broke off in NIL too, which I'm not mad about. Just be smart, make a great decision, and be comfortable with your own decision. Right. Don't let family sway you. Don't let none of them. You and your agent got some stuff to talk about. Y'all handle that. You be comfortable, and I support wherever you decide to go.
Agent, isn't that crazy?
Yes,
he's probably 20. He's
probably
21 years old. Yep. Got an agent. He's like, they're in college. They're supposed to be amateur athletes, but they're not amateur. They're professional athletes.
Yeah, but they're by the guys on how they look at business, they will be professional when they get to the NFL. But to your point, though, professionals when you start getting paid for your craft. Right. So you're right.
They're professional athletes.
They're professional athletes.
You have an agent for something you're performing.
For sure. For something you're performing and you're getting paid, so you got business breaking down, you start to get LLCs and all that stuff like that. You are a professional.
You're a professional. These are like young men and women. Babies.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like just coming into their adult life, already living that life. Yeah. And I was worried that let me get your opinion on this. Do you think the portal or the NIL deals have hurt or helped?
Both.
Both.
I think both. I think, but here's the thing. So I'm on the side of NIL.
Okay.
And I'm on the side of NIL because every athlete that played before this NIL been implemented, we're taking advantage of.
Right.
In my opinion.
And their argument was, well, you're getting a free education. Well, it's not free.
It's not free. And it's not free for all of them. So let's start there. Yeah, man, it's not free. I'm working.
And I'm putting my body on the line.
Absolutely. And I'm watching you sell product.
With my likeness.
Technically, because they try to say we didn't put no names on the jerseys and we didn't say, no, we know who number 7 is.
Yeah.
Or we know who number 25, you know what I mean? We know what's up. Like, we know if you have the, think about it. Remember the last college Madden, was it Madden? Not college, college football.
NCAA.
Yeah, the last college football game. Remember they stopped it because they approved the NIL.
Yeah.
That's when they stopped selling the game. Why would you stop selling the game?
Yeah.
I mean, because you got to pay some people.
Now you got to pay some people.
You know what I mean? So, and y'all not finna do that. So I'm for the NIL. I'm not gonna make this a long rant. I'm for the NIL because I feel like if you're making tons and tons of money for sponsorship, ticket sales, and all that, dealing with college football, basketball, whatever, sports in general.
Especially when that program carries all the other programs.
Yeah, UCLA got a Jordan brand shoe deal, right?
Damn.
So what happens? Like, y'all get to wear Jordans? That's y'all pay?
Yeah.
Who cares? What if some kid probably don't even like Jordans?
Right.
This is an exclusivity deal. If you can't even wear what I wonder what happens when, say, you get an NIL deal with Adidas.
Mm-hmm. And your school is sponsored
by Jordan. You can't even wear them.
Yeah.
So that's the thing y'all got to talk about. And you ain't about to tell the school they're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's not happening. So that's a contract dispute, a clash, conflict of interest.
Yeah.
Already. But anyway, my point of saying is I'm for people getting their money, college players getting their money and getting what they rightfully deserve. If people are paying hundreds of millions of dollars to enjoy this entertainment that we call sports.
Yeah.
Right? And they're on TV every week and all that stuff like that, you should get paid. Here's the thing, though. They are young, and we will all love to been, I can even speak for, I'm sure I can speak for Rios in this, we would love to have millions of dollars in our 2020s.
Yeah.
But also, no, I probably would have been dead.
Right.
Because of my habits.
And I definitely wouldn't have right now.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't have, none of the things I have now that give me peace, I would have none of it. Because I would have ruined it a long time ago.
A long time ago.
So I don't want to see that. Hopefully, which I'm praying that most of these people have good people around them, good systems in place to protect them from a lot of things that they didn't have years ago, being college players. And you just think about it. When you were the hottest kids in college, you just had a name.
That's it.
And that was enough for you to get drugs, women, money from boosters and under the table plays and bags, right?
Miami.
Man, bruh, what? Every school, but yes, you. Yes. Like, could you imagine?
And I'm not shitting on Miami. Like,
No,
I'm
it's
trying
a
to bring
fact,
y'all
though.
up in that light. But that, to me,
a
when I
fact,
think
bro.
of cracking, popping ass colleges, you know, like Miami back in the day.
And what year when they had the? We was just talking about that in my group chat. I forgot what year when all the players on that team that year. It was insane.
Insane.
Probably one of the greatest college teams ever in the history of college.
Warren Sapp was there.
To be that with all them people, you are a rock star. So now if you give them millions of dollars, you notice now everybody got changed. All these football players got changed.
Yeah.
Got changed, iced up, all the latest stuff, whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's fire. Please do that. Cool, you're going to do that. Spend your money on different stuff, and I hope you're making good investments and all that stuff like that. But also, the women are still going to be the women. Your snake ass friends and family still gonna be your snake ass friends and family.
That shit is not changing.
It is not. All that does not change. So watch out for all the things that they always had to watch out for.
Right.
You know. So you just a little. You're younger now, so it's a lot when you're in college and you're making millions of dollars and somebody's trying to be an authority figure over you.
Right. And I was thinking, well, there was a kid in the Snoop League that was 9 or 10 2 years ago, got a 6-figure deal.
Really? At
9-10. How? He was a little football player and signed a $100,000 NIL deal. And that's when I was like, oh, shoot.
Wow.
This is going to go crazy. Could go good, could go bad. But the portal thing is, I was like, oh, these NIL deals, well, these bigger schools are going to be able to afford more, the kids that are in these portals are going to be able to, like, hey, I'm not going to pick up a freshman from high school when I could get a kid from Nevada that just played 3 years of college.
Yeah.
And he's ready to go right now. You know what I mean? Like that was like, I was like, fuck, it's going to hurt the high schoolers coming straight out because they're like, well, I'm going to take a chance on you. And I know I could get somebody that's 30% better and has already put on the pounds or whatever and it's shown that he can
developed
do it.
already. Yeah. Well, you know, it's like, but here's the thing. That's the age-old story of progression and growth anyway. Mm-hmm. Because younger, faster, smarter, right? And I'm not saying that's all the way true in every aspect, obviously, but yeah, I could pick up the 3-year veteran and got a smart build and it's dope. And this young kid who's being labeled a young phenom, who maybe not developed all the way yet, but we see that it's something different about him. Mm-hmm. People going to get him anyway. Right. And that kid game's been watched since he was a kid. You know what I mean? Scott's been showing up to his school since a baby.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not necessarily, it's not going to hurt the phenoms.
Right, no.
It's going to hurt
For sure.
Kind of like above average. Like, oh, give me a shot.
Yeah.
Give me the shot, guys. Like.
But here's the thing. Everybody, yes, I agree with you. It's going to hurt for sure. But everybody can't go.
Everybody can't go.
So.
But go to a smaller school. Get your shit up. Because this is the system now.
Kick butt. Yeah, and you just never know who comes from. We just talked about that in one of my sports
Caleb
group
Williams
chats.
did it from USC.
That's what I'm saying.
And look at him. He went
That's
straight
what I'm saying. We talked about Connect from Lakers.
Oh, man.
You got picked 17th. Like, you just...
Fire.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
You just don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And this ain't a sports cast, and I don't know sports like that. I don't want you thinking that we about to be on this for the whole time. But, I just shout out to my nephew. Shout out to Justin Martin. Shout out to UCLA, man. You know, show y'all mad love for taking care of my boys and taking care of our peoples. And we wish y'all good luck. We praying for y'all.
Shout out to the Bruins. Oh, Ballin' Bruins. My son going to the Snooper Bowl.
Oh, dope. Congrats. Yeah, dope. Fire.
So
congrats.
We'll keep you guys posted on the next episode.
Yes, sir.
On how that turned out. But speaking of like systems and taking advantage or this and that, I don't know how good of a segue this is. Let's get into Drake and his situation right now.
Ooh, tricky.
So, how are you looking at it? Are you looking at it as in culture versus culture?
No.
Because I'm looking at
it as... a different kind of culture.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
my bad.
I'm looking at it as like, you thrived in this, or you were an imposter in this.
Yeah.
You came and you put on the facade and the disguise of what you wanted to promote and what you wanted to be successful as. But now you are taking the disguise off and you're revealing your underbelly that you're just not even a part of this. This is not where you are. This has never been where you were.
The only problem I have with that is that I don't think he's taking costume off or a mask off or a character.
He's not yet? Or he's always
I think he's always had it off. I think people were, what Kendrick was trying to tell people, which, a lot of us been talking for years anyway. Like, we know Drake is talented. Nobody's mad at that. Don't get me wrong. And I'm definitely not want to say it. I was banging a bunch of Drake CDs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a lot of his music. Because he always kept something going for club vibes or whatever. He always made hits, right? But I also knew what I knew about him. And I don't mean knew because I got the inside information or I talked to somebody who's in the OVO camp. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it don't take me to been looking at somebody for years and tell what kind of person he is in a sense.
Okay.
And I say in a sense because I don't technically know you. Mm-hmm. So I can't put that much on it to say I'll be around you all the time.
Yeah, and this is who you are.
Yeah, I can't say that. But I've looked at that of him and I'm like, oh, okay, he's playing a part. I got it. I've seen interviews before. I've seen him do interviews outside of rap interviews. I remember him coming up after I did the whole story of who the person is. Yeah, the person is. And I'm like, oh, okay. Different parents. You didn't move with dad. You stayed with moms. And y'all did, okay, different kind of life. Okay, went to Houston, lean on that a lot of ways. The culture of that and what is it?
Appropriate or...
That could be looked at like that, but just kind of got involved and got in the mix of what Houston was and all that. Ingratiate itself in the culture of Houston, Southern, kind of all that, whatever.
Yeah.
And people they make light of this like it's a joke, but he is a professional actor also. So
he is.
It's like,
well, that's where he first started.
Right. And here's the thing: if you tell me like, yeah, but nobody cared. Everybody gotta be no street nigga. I'm not telling you that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that the dude that Kendrick is saying he is, that's who he's been. Mm-hmm. Y'all had to wait for Kendrick to tell most of y'all, right? Yeah, I remember even when Kendrick first put the diss out, when he said, "Is he black enough?" Right, one line he said, "Is he black enough?" The argument across the kind of like the whispers around hip hop was like, why would you make this a colorist conversation? Like Drake is light skinned, so he ain't black enough. What about your wife? Your wife ain't. And the people who know like, bruh, ain't nobody talking about his skin color.
Yeah. It's not skin tone.
It's not skin tone. Which also tells me a lot about y'all.
Right.
Which also is the point Kendrick is making. The people who argue that, you don't get it because you're more like him than not.
Right.
Because y'all don't get it. You don't even hear me what I'm saying. Because I'm speaking to a certain people and y'all don't hear me. The people who hear me, they're explaining it right. They get it. They don't need me to come out and say what this is. They get it. Y'all don't hear me because y'all are low-key on that side. Not to say y'all not black or nothing like that, but we don't see it the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's the issue for me. I'm talking about if I'm Kendrick.
Yeah.
That's the issue for me. So he finds himself in a pickle where he's like, this man, Kendrick, has made all these...
accusations.
If you want to say accusations, I'm willing to throw the bank at it, but...
Okay.
But let's say for safety purposes, accusations. Mm-hmm. He made all these accusations about you, and you go and sue.
Or pointed out some character flaws.
Or point out some character flaws about you, right? Yeah. About you not being a part of this, and you not like this at all. And then you go and sue. So everybody looking at it like the Spider-Man meme, like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. That's what he was saying. That's what he meant. Who does this? So it's just crazy to me how it's playing out. And your pride won't let you, unless you fully feel like you're in the right, which he probably does. It's kind of arrogant, cocky thing come with that too. But your pride won't let you stop the what are you talking to, a petition?
Yeah. Your pride won't let you just quietly just go away for a little bit.
Which he should have did.
He should have
take the L. And here's the thing: you took the L with Pusha T, and under the guise of Jay Prince. Jay Prince told me not to trip, basically, whatever. But you should have just did the same thing here.
You should have did the same thing here.
Just ducked out.
And so the reason why I say that it was a facade or that it was a mask, because some bullies actually believe that they're tough.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. But that don't mean we don't see you.
That don't mean but like a lot of people don't see you.
Yeah.
The people that you bully don't see you. So you're the toughest person until you come up against a tough person. And so bullies will walk around the school or the yard like a bully.
Looking for problems.
Thinking that they're actually tough. But guess what? When you actually see somebody stand up and thrash a bully, you look at him he never was that.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
You just believed a lie.
For sure.
And so that's why I say, like, with him, he portrayed a lie. Like, he believed his own lie. He got to a point where he started believing that he was this. And in all actuality, you're not this. You don't even want to be this, really, because if this ain't something that is like this. Ain't like you. Why would you want that? Why would you want to be this?
Yeah.
Go be your little self out there that's making your money, doing great things.
Because that also, see, the double-edged sword with that is, and this is not me siding with, I side with Kendrick off top. I need to say that first of all. But he's kind of like, that's all I have. So how do I?
This is what I banked on.
Yeah, look, he kind of like, I understand that part. He's kind of in a space where it's looking like it's over, right? Do I think he can't make hit records no more or we won't be cracking no more? No, that's not what I'm saying. I just mean like there was a chink in your armor with Pusha T. Yeah. And then Kendrick cracked that mug wide open.
Wide open.
Right? So the fact that we can completely see in your armor, we're like, oh, he's the, remember at the end of Wizard of Oz? It was that big old at the wizard was supposed to be.
The wizard when he came out from the back.
Yeah, they came out from the back. That's what Drake is.
Yeah.
What movie was that with Eddie Murphy? It was Meet Dave? Not Meet Dave. We had the little person operating inside of him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. I forgot what you know what I'm talking about. That's what Drake is. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, you just met your match. You know what I mean? And it got bad for you. And the more you keep doing clown stuff, you just dig yourself a deeper hole. Here's what I do want to refute. I don't have the expertise in what I'm about to say.
Okay.
And I'm speaking for self. Okay. Not for the Relatable podcast or not for Rios. This is Lucc speaking for Lucc, right? I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast. Okay. And they discussed this UMG, Drake suing UMG thing. And I couldn't disagree with Joe more.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't. What
was his stance?
That the labels, UMG basically in trouble. Basically, like Drake is the biggest artist. Blah 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 blah. May generate billions of dollars. Blah 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 blah. Y'all ain't got no choice but to give me what I got, basically. So y'all go sit in the corner, get it together, and give me, basically give me what I asked for. So I look at that a little differently. Okay. And
but what is he asking for?
Nobody knows the correct number. Okay. But they say
you're talking about the contract.
The contract, right? Okay. They're saying that he's renegotiated the contract. He's asked for a big number, right? And rightfully so. You are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are who you are.
Before this, yeah,
you are who you are. Yeah, but it ain't went down that much since then. So here's the thing. What my train of thought was that? Drake, okay. Drake was asking about, the rumors have been anywhere from 600 million to $1 billion.
Really?
Right? Rumors, though. I don't put too much into them. Just for the sake of conversation, I'm thinking he asking for a better deal. Right. Right? And we're not giving you points on the package, meaning we're not giving you a piece of Universal. That's not happening. Universal, it's not happening. So, boom, there you go. And probably some money. It wasn't a big enough ticket for him, so he got to pull it back. And so he's suing. Anyway, so he pulled back. I'm jumping. So he's suing. So UMG, like, we not giving you, you're not even the same Drake you was back when, what was the last record they kind of doing that thing to him. Which, from experience, not at that level. I've been in those offices. when somebody's trying to devalue you because of something that's going on right now.
Yeah.
But they try to get their number down.
Yeah, they're doing their job.
They do it in the NFL all the time.
Yeah.
Right? It's like some football player beats his wife. Nobody knows about it. 2 years later, the tape come out, and then all of a sudden the team you were with either threatened to drop you, suspend you, or whatever. Or we found out that your negotiations came up at the same time the tape dropped.
Right.
And we like, wait a minute, y'all. Man, we talking about like $1 billion system.
It's a game. It's the NFL.
Game. Yeah. You think they don't know that somebody beat their wife on camera in the elevator one day?
And they're going to bring it up when it's
exactly
convenient for them.
Because now you're a risk. So we got to bring this number down.
But this is what trips me out about this. Like, is this...
Oh, wait, real quick.
Go.
Real quick. So here's my stance. I know I'm rambling back and forth, but just to be clear, my opinion, Joe Budden was wrong. UMG is not threatened by Drake. And here's the reason why. Drake is one of the biggest selling artists of all times. That's cool, right? But at the end of the day, nobody bigger than the program. This system of music has been running since the beginning of us. Not really human civilization. I just mean like since the business has been running.
Yeah, especially since streaming.
Right. But even before that. Since the music been music business, this game has been ran a certain way. Right? Now, I believe that if you don't stop trying to sue them people, something bad's gonna happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you argue that, you have no history of evidence to support your claims. Me, I got a ton of evidence to support my claims. And tons of people who are not here no more that are very famous that we know were bucking the system at the time before they got out of there. Mysterious deaths. Poison, fell asleep, and then, or the bathtub, I'm in the bathtub, and mysterious deaths.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
Is this going to be his Michael Jackson? Is this going to be his moment where we always, in our community, where we say, oh, you found out you was black, huh?
That's crazy.
You thought,
yeah.
OJ,
OJ, right.
You
Same
thought
thing.
you wasn't black no more. Mike, you thought you wasn't? Like,
yep.
you know, that, even though it's like a joke behind it,
mm-hmm.
there's truth behind that joke. Like, you got bigger than your britches. Like, you think you're bigger than the program.
You think you have more money than us, more resources?
Right on the coattail of Diddy?
We have.
Right on the coattail of Diddy and the alcohol, the liquor company, and the sexual allegations, and you got this PDF BS floating around on you. You picked this time
you might want
to throw yourself out there?
So, to the viewer listening or watching.
And everybody don't like you right now? That's
what I'm saying. To the viewer listening and watching, I'm very clear on him. He about to write a check his ass can't cash, right? For the first time in a very long time, with Drake having
nobody's asking cash.
Yeah, nobody asking cash. I don't see Universal Music Group falling because of this one black artist named Drake.
And if they fall, it implicates them on so much more shit that they would have to deal with.
I don't see UMG going under because of him. First of all, that sounds crazy.
Sounds ridiculous.
And like I said, we have a history of evidence of that. It's not going to happen. Because we've seen artists buck the system before. Very famous, very popular, real powerful people. We've seen them, all of a sudden they crazy. All of a sudden they...
Didn't even say Prince.
A bunch of stuff. Prince had a whole kept slave on his face and all kind of... He had a whole thing. You know? So anybody just going to get that off. Not you and not you.
And not you.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to keep going on rant about that. But yeah, that's my take on it. That you're not going to... As long as y'all are on opposing sides of each other, you're not going to sleep well.
No. He's going up against a giant.
You're not. So it's crazy. It's crazy. And now look. Every time we've been hearing about you, no, it's cool. Every time we've been hearing about you lately, it's been all bad. And then every time Kendrick pop up, it's something amazing going on.
It's all gravy.
That man about to go on tour.
The Grand National Tour.
Grand National Tour.
With SZA.
It's getting better and better.
With the hottest female artist right now.
And
She's the hottest.
The hottest. And a lot of people don't know this. I turned the tour down.
Dang it.
Yeah, I turned it down. So here,
a lot of people know this?
No,
don't know this.
A lot of people don't know this.
Oh, yeah, because I did not.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. So I turned the tour down. And for the most part, I did because my dedication to Relatable. I had to be here.
Dedication to Relatable?
Yes. I told when I was mapping everything out and doing the dates, I was like, maybe I can do some spot dates. You know, then Kendrick and SZA at the same time on a three-way call, they was basically begging me to perform. Like, man, come on, man, look, we need you. I'll make the same without you, because I was like a lot of the inspiration behind the album. So I was like, I said, let me think about it. So what's the dates? So they sent me the dates, and I was like, man, like my podcast may clash on these days, which happened to be Tuesday. That's when they.
I want to say that I'm happy that you're dedicated to Relatable like that.
Yeah.
But if this was to be true, I would be very disappointed.
Why?
Because.
But we have something going here. Is this not magic? Did we say this was not a very special podcast?
This is a very special podcast. We could have took this very special podcast on tour.
No, I don't think it'll work like that.
Oh, they weren't gonna take me.
Yeah, I don't think it worked like that. No, it wasn't. It wasn't you per se.
They wanted luck.
They said no plus ones. So the plus one could have been anybody. You know what I mean? It's not you taking it too hard. It's not.
You didn't tell me and Rios are one?
I didn't say that. And maybe I should have. I could have used it. You know what? When he go on a European leg, I'll mention that. Like, you know what? I miscalculated. I have a partner on the podcast that will be my plus. You know what I mean?
We are one. We are one.
I slipped.
You slipped.
But yeah, but at least here's the better thing. At least they know how dedicated I am to this podcast.
Right.
At least
I know.
At least the viewer know. You know, because I gotta be honest. It's not easy doing this podcast with you.
What's the difficult part about it?
Let me see. I wrote some things down. Let's see. No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna make this about this. Yeah.
We can, because I can work on those things. I can if you give me some constructive criticism, I can dumb down my good looks.
Interesting.
You know, I can do some things. I could level it down. I could dumb it down some.
Okay.
Or is it that I am not reaching at your level? Like are you carrying?
So
is it carrying?
No, it's not carrying.
Are you pulling me up?
No, it's not carrying. Here's the thing. It's, how can I say this without it? Okay. It's the volume. Right. So when you speak, sound comes out. I would need to not come out.
I need your talking to be the opposite of talking. Like I would wish when you opened your mouth, it went back in. I thought Zaya ran downstairs today. I'm on FaceTime. She said, Dad, you know if you speak lower, they can still hear you.
It's like you mad and she right. Like it's a fact what you just said.
They will still hear you if you speak lower.
If you just talk with I hate when people do this, like a regular human's tone.
A grizzly bear baritone?
My wife said I talk loud too. And when she tells me is when she come home.
You do speak loud. I would think of you to be like an opera singer. I would think you could do some opera singing.
We ever talk about that?
Well, let's go to your wife, what she said.
Okay.
And then let's go to what your opera singing and how they say people with big stomachs can sing better.
You mentioned that at first.
What?
The stomach thing. You just do that in there? Or you didn't mention that at first, but it's funny because it just...
No.
They said that, and then that? Or
no, that is bigger volume of wind can gust.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
I thought you were saying, okay.
And so, and you have a very deep voice, so I would think you could probably do opera singing.
Okay.
I would not mistake you for a cat burglar, but
Why not?
huh?
Why can't be a cat burglar?
Why can't? Maybe.
If you found out why, like, what is it about me that I can't be a cat burglar?
I couldn't be a cat burglar either.
Well,
so
why?
I figure if
why you can't be? Why you can't be?
I can't jump on balconies and pull myself up on like cat burglars are like the ones that like the Foot Clan and the Ninja Turtles.
So that's the only cat burglars climb stuff.
Climb and they do like sneaky,
aerial kind of like
stuff, like tippy toeing,
right?
Like,
and you said you couldn't do that.
Mm-mm.
Now, what makes you think you don't? Now you know you can't because you know you.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you think I can't? Because you wouldn't know that part. Am I not like nimble enough?
I don't know if it's nimble. The ratio
of
height versus width.
That can't. You think I can't get through one of these windows?
I would say I don't think even because bodybuilders can't do it. And I'm
okay.
Oh no, it's not a negative thing.
I think it's a negative thing.
No.
I think
like because you're built like a bodybuilder. Like
I'm building my body in a certain kind of way.
Right.
That's truth. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you feel like I can't climb on stuff.
What stuff?
Let's
now
bring that
balcony.
Back.
I feel like you can climb on the table.
You feel like I can climb on the table?
Yeah, I feel like you can climb on the table.
But not
a balcony.
I can't scale a building, is what you're saying.
No.
You know this for a fact.
It's not a fact. And I don't want you to prove me wrong.
Why you But if I prove you wrong, wouldn't that be amazing?
But there's also a threat of injury that I don't think is.
But if the injury happened, that means you're right.
I know. I don't want you to try to prove me wrong.
Oh, you want me try to was the key word there.
Yeah, I don't want you to prove me wrong. I don't want you to attempt to prove me wrong.
Okay. Well, let me just let some facts down for you here.
Okay.
I've scaled multiple buildings in my life.
For what?
Just because.
Just because.
Because I talked to other people who didn't believe in me.
Parkour style? I wouldn't.
Not parkour. Though I'm a little I'm moved by parkour. People who do parkour.
Okay.
I'm moved. I'm not as graceful. As a parkourer.
A parkourist.
What do you call it?
A parkourian.
Parkourian?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not as graceful as a parkourian, right? Or
like an accordion.
Got it. So I'm not as graceful as a parkourist. Engaged in a parkourism.
Or parkourism, yes.
Right.
Okay.
But I think what gets me there, like over the edge, over the hump, is the raw talent. You see, raw talent can drive you almost anywhere and up anything. It's the raw talent.
Can drive you up anything or over anything. There is no obstacle, no mountain too high, no valley too low.
You said it, not me. Well, some other singers said it back in the day too, also. But you did say it, and I resent the fact that you think I can't because of why?
Ratio, height versus
to
width.
You think I can't scale a building because of the height versus width?
Yes.
Even though King Kong scaled, that's the most height with the most width, right?
It's the most height with most width, but that type of animal is a climber. They're born climbing.
Right, but they do have height versus width.
They do, but we're talking about humans
who are not born climbing.
Yes, versus animals.
Do you know that? Now here's the thing. That was a setup question. Did you know that I'm actually the perfect guy for climbing?
Are you?
Yes.
And why would you say that?
My buoyancy.
I would say for floating.
No. That's if I fall into something.
Oh,
If I fall into the water, the ocean, and that's part of the survival tactics and how I'm. See, what you don't understand is I'm well versed for many situations,
I would say so.
right? When I used to work at the oil refinery, I used to in the North Seas. When I used to work at the oil refinery in the North Seas, which is the most dangerous part of the ocean for weather, especially, I would climb the towers, and I remember one time, I forgot what happened. Something, I think it was a bird or something flew, and something scared me, and I ended up slipping, and I wasn't secure. I wasn't secure all the way. I didn't have my straps all the way to the ladder.
Yeah.
And I fell into the ocean.
What would that be called? Your
Harness.
Okay,
Right, the harness. It wasn't already strapped on.
Yeah.
So I fell into the ocean. But if it wasn't for my dolphin-like reflexes, then I would have never made it.
There's a video of this dude diving that you wouldn't think is a diver.
I would think.
There's this guy.
Very graceful. On the diving board?
Yes.
Very,
Did
very
you see
graceful.
it?
Yes, I did. I did.
And
I did.
there was no splash.
Because, well, you don't believe anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I don't believe, but I found out you're on an oil rig. But don't prove me wrong. I believe you.
Okay.
I believe you.
Because you wouldn't, if that guy that you saw of, if you
So if you were going to commit a crime, as in robbery,
okay,
I would think of a forceful robber. I would think of you as a forceful,
like assault and battery kind
give
of.
me that.
Robert, like take.
Give me this.
Right, 'cause my stature would be aggressive.
Aggressive or
Yeah.
like intimidation tactics. I wouldn't think of you as like tiptoeing in the dark.
Well, yeah, I'm also a professional pickpocket.
I have lost my wallet.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I have had lost my wallet about 2 weeks now.
Here's the thing. First of all, let's not dwell on the past.
Okay.
Right? This too shall pass. We talked about that.
Okay.
Right? And my cat-like reflexes, though you don't believe.
Your cat-like.
My cat-like reflexes
Okay.
helps me in my agility, my reflexes, my feline gracefulness in and out of small areas. They help me on all occasions. So pickpocket, that's one. Yes, I can be an aggressive assault and battery type of guy if I was the type to commit crimes and do things like that. I could be like
it would be that
yeah,
like, hey, I don't want no problems. Here you go, brother.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
like-
I could do that,
You know what I mean?
but I don't like
I just don't see you
confrontation a
doing
lot.
like the like
Well,
tiptoeing in
Well, I
the,
don't like confrontation
like
a lot.
going behind tree to tree. You
Yeah,
know, like that.
I would. I would. Yeah, I did it in Sequoia in Yellowstone, the redwoods. Yeah, so I've done that.
That's a different kind of tree.
You said you didn't specify.
That is a different kind of tree.
You also didn't specify.
I did not. I did not.
So I tiptoe behind trees,
It is about your environment. It is.
which is what I'm trying to tell you about scaling buildings.
Oh, so they were Lego buildings
No. They were real small, real big.
because you have a lot of wordplay. You have a lot of wordplay. So what size were the buildings?
Like regular buildings, like I could scale this out of your house.
Good vlog.
You don't believe?
I don't. Because I can't.
Every week.
Because I can't.
Every week. What it's like we do so well with reaction back and forth and bouncing off each other, but then we get so far apart when it comes to like the belief or faith in each other.
Is that the
and
difficulty?
Each other's gifts.
Is that part of the difficulty?
Not for me because I believe.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I believe you are who you say you are.
Okay.
You not so much when it comes to me. And
I don't.
And I think we would do much better if you took me at my word a little bit, maybe a little bit.
I guess
Maybe.
you're so extraordinary. You're so extraordinary in what you're capable of.
Yeah, I would never say that. I'm extraordinary.
But some of this stuff would be almost like witnessing a miracle. And I'm not saying you're not capable of, because God is capable of anything and he works through people. And I also said on this show, people who believe can do anything.
So what's the problem? You said it yourself.
Yeah, you're right. You believe you could do these things.
No, that's not what I said. You tried to throw it in there. You tried to throw it in there. I caught it. I said I can do these things.
Because you believe.
No. I believe in you. Now, I believe you can do a lot of it. Not all of it, because some of it takes a real years of training, discipline, gall to be that bold and brave in certain areas. And you may not have none of that yet, but I believe that if you put the time and effort into it, I believe you can scale the side of your house also. I believe you can fall into the deepest oceans, darkest seas, parts of the waters, and fall in the ocean and survive treacherous king-size manta rays and scale your way back up an oil rig.
So they didn't save
and
you.
Finish the shift.
And they didn't save you. You saved yourself.
Who saved me? If you're not God, who can save me?
So they didn't throw you any life-saving
By
mechanisms?
the time they said somebody's overboard, I was climbing back up. That's how fast I am. So, yeah, I'll be trying to, look, here's the thing. I try to ration out this information.
Yeah, because
as the pod goes.
Yeah,
because it would be too much for one episode.
It would be too much for me.
Too much. So I just try to give you tidbits of like my
I
life
would love
and
to talk about the North Seas.
histories. Yeah, anytime.
We talk about the North Seas. That's a different. But back to, I was saying, can you sound like you could have been an opera singer, because you have such a deep.
Yeah. Now I wasn't an opera singer.
We're not.
I was not an opera singer.
Did you ever think to do that?
Sing opera?
Yeah.
No.
Did you ever think? So when you were rapping, did you ever be like, you know what? Ja Rule's doing this. Let me see if I could hit a little melody.
No, but before there was rappers, I want to talk about that. But I'll just say there was some R&B soul in my life that I experienced. I would sing. A lot of people don't know I dibble and dabble in song.
Okay. Melody.
Yeah, melody and song. And I was in a group before. It was
Heavy hitters.
Yeah, it was TSG, but then they replaced the T with an L.
LTG.
No, LSG. That was
LSG.
Yeah,
Levert.
That's a whole nother. That's a dark story. But so I had my share of like writing and.
So it was what before?
It was TSG.
What was the T?
That's my name, Terrence.
Terrence, and what was the S?
Sweat and Gill.
Sweat. Keith Sweat and Gill.
Yeah.
That's Johnny Gill, Keith Sweat, and Gerald Levert.
Well, came after. Yeah.
Before. That's funny. I could see you replacing Gerald.
So, I mean, they tried to get like the closest in skill level wise. I thought they could have did better, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna let for my piece.
He replaced you. That's what you're talking about. He replaced you.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I got mixed up. He replaced you. Why did he have to replace you?
Okay. That's the whole nother.
Okay, don't go.
That's another thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
I'll say this. Ego. When ego's involved, and when people start to people don't like growth in people who excel. So they try to do anything to bring you down. So when I kind of stood out there and I start like my notes and so I used to, I can't do it anymore, I'm getting a little older now. I used to go from alto to soprano and like this.
What is the alto?
Tone. Singing.
Is that low or is that high?
It's a monotone kind of. It's not baritone like low.
Like how?
I don't see. You're trying to get me to.
Oh, okay. No,
right. You're trying to get me to do that. But if you watch my tapes, yeah, none of those.
None of those.
But if you YouTube, for all the viewers, just YouTube the original story of TSG before they were LSG and the main member got replaced. All that in order. Do not miss a word, or you won't find it. So, so that was a time, and but I can go from alto to soprano at a moment's notice, and that was intimidating for most of the group.
I see how that could be. And you were saying your wife asked you to sing. Your wife asked you to sing sometimes?
Sometimes, but I don't want to. Actually, if I could sing like sing, not the jail, but if I could sing, like I would sing, I'll be annoying.
Yeah, me too. I told my wife that if I got 3 wishes from a genie, one of my wishes would be able to sing.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you sing as far as like going to be an artist, or just kind of like would you record a song?
If I could sing,
Yeah.
If I, as a person, was raised as a young kid coming up as a great singer, I would not be married.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Because your life would have been different.
My life, I would be singing.
I'd be in Italy somewhere
Do you
doing.
remember when brothers used to go up to girls on like Universal City Walk? Do you remember brothers used to be like singing?
Yeah.
Like that was like.
I do remember that. Yeah.
They used to go up and get their numbers or whatever.
Yeah. Me.
Oh, you lived the life I wanted.
Okay. Sorry. That's painful. I know it's painful. But just look at it this way. I didn't necessarily have the life I wanted.
Not worried about that.
I was there because I didn't make Star Search.
Well, how did you not make Star Search?
How did I make Star Search?
You said you didn't make Star Search.
I did horrible.
Star Search was the first American Idol.
Yeah, it was horrible. I got I think 1 star. And that's because my outfit had it was a sequins vest I had on and these suede pants. But the way when I would shimmy, it would like look a certain, it would shine.
I got nervous. I thought you were about to say when you would shift. Or when you were
No, I didn't. Not on TV, national TV like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been in the show. But yeah, when I would shimmy, the shimmery side would look like velvet, and then the pants would look shimmery. So my outfit would look like it changed, and I would just get to my own. I'd be like, hey, I do a shimmy.
Was it a part of the song, the shimmy? Like, hey,
just a move,
hey,
just a move I had. Move. Yeah, just a move because.
So you'd be talking and be like, just whatever. You'd be like, yeah,
No, I was in mid song. I was in mid song. Mid
song when you.
Yeah. So I would shimmy, and then ladies would go crazy. The regular stuff. Ladies would go wild, and then the dudes are usually like jealous and don't know how to do that. So I ended up getting 1 star. And one of the judges was obviously a woman.
You want to bring Star Search back?
Do I want to bring it back?
You want to do Star Search? We can bring it back.
No, I'm done with that.
We could bring back Star. I think that'd be dope. Star Search.
Chapter of my life is closed.
You are of so many talents.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that.
I think we should vlog you doing these talents. We should go to an improv class.
Okay.
Me and you both should go to improv class. And vlog our improv
like
class.
Whose Line Is It Anyway kind of like thing.
Yeah. And then we should go to singing classes, dance classes, agility classes.
Am I going to teach?
No, we're going to just go show the world how we doing them.
So I'm not teaching.
You think you're at the point of teaching all those?
The singing and dancing class?
Yeah.
Did you not hear my story?
But it was so long ago.
You're right. Yeah, it's not fair because somebody. Plus, I don't want to take the food out of nobody else's mouth. If I go in and just take my job, yeah, you know what I mean. So
good man.
You're right. Can you dance?
Can I dance?
Yes.
Like I stole something.
So I'm trying to put it together. So
don't.
Okay. So you're a good dancer?
Yes.
Okay. Great dancer?
How I got my wife?
How would you compare your dance? Who would you compare your dancer to? Let's think about great dancers throughout history. Right?
I would say like a Bette Midler.
That's interesting. Bette Midler.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows you're a real student of the game.
Yeah. Ooh, I almost got so excited I almost cursed.
Yeah.
I don't play around.
Yeah, you're a good student of the game. Now, I don't mean an A student, but student nonetheless. And I like that you pull from that kind of inspiration being a Bette Midler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's inspiring. How long
Only true dancers know Bette Midler / Gregory Hines.
Now, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because I was in Tap, the movie.
You were in Tap.
I was that.
Huh. That's one of my favorite movies, and I've never seen you in it.
That-
And I love
Have you really seen the
Savion
movie?
Savion. What's his name?
Savion Glover. Yeah.
Savion Glover.
Savion Glover.
Gregory Hines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't see you in that.
He was my mentor at the time.
No, you're lying. Because I'm a dancer and I'm from the dance world.
Yeah.
And I know you're
Savion
lying.
Glover was my mentor.
I met Savion
Look,
Glover
do
in
you remember
New
the
York
scene?
when he was dancing on the streets.
Okay, I just wasn't there that day. That's fine. Now, did you remember the scene when Gregory Hines, there was it was dancing in front of the bar. It was that night. It was a bar sign, whatever. I think he had just got to it with the old girl. I forgot her name on the show. He was dancing, tap dancing on the street at night in front of the bar.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the bar.
Oh, you were just in the bar.
Well, that's my scene.
But he was outside the bar.
Yeah.
So no one could see you.
Well, it depends on how you interpret that scene.
Mm.
I could have been the inspiration behind it. And a lot of times with Savion, what he would do is he sometimes for certain angles to watch him dance or watch him move. I'm sorry.
No, I was.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
You would watch him do certain moves.
yeah, and then I was being patient. I was more so being a watcher and a learner more than I was being talent, because I also didn't have the gig per se.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
I didn't, so, but I had to be. Well, I didn't have to get because I was a threat. I was one of the youngest. I was a phenom. I was one of the youngest, most talented dancers in the world at the time, especially with tap. You know, and the fact that I could sprinkle ballet because my period was crazy, right? So I didn't.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah,
Okay. Okay. Challenge.
Sandman, my uncle.
Challenge.
That's my uncle.
You don't know what that is.
I do. It's from
Us dancers
that's
know
from-
that's game time.
And that's from the Cosby Show. Sandman kept saying challenge, which is Sandman's my uncle.
See, when I hear challenge, automatically gets me ready for war.
I can't tell.
It didn't get you ready. I could tell it didn't elevate and heighten your are you not looking at me like a child? Oh.
That's what, you know what I mean. So that's what I'm saying. It's like me going to Chris Brown's house like challenge. He's looking like
Okay.
You don't really do what I do anymore. You kind of retired, and even though you raised a bunch of us, you know what I mean. I
already had my dance routine down.
You know.
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do.
Do you remember? You know, I had a movie based off my life before. A documentary style kind of.
A documentary based off you.
A documentary based loosely off my life and my contribution to the world of dance. You don't know that?
I'm waiting to hear.
Oh,
what?
I thought, but you didn't know though.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
What was the documentary?
Well, so okay, because the viewers probably know or seen it. They probably just never mentioned it to you, or probably put in comments. So there was this documentary style movie a long time ago called Rise, right? So
in Rise. Okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
Yeah, because you're destroying.
Even though
movies.
everything I said before was true, let's stop
Let's stop at Rise.
Let's stop at
at
Rise. Okay.
Stop at Rise. Okay, let's do this. Okay, since we want to go there, if you could have any talent in the world, any talent, if you could be great at anything, and be the best at it,
what would I be?
what would it be? It could be anything. It doesn't
Any
have to be
talent
artist.
in the world
It doesn't
and
have
be
to
the
art.
best at it.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
That's a good one. You're welcome, chat. See, I did that segue. We
Well,
switched
you too.
subject,
Don't
and
wait for my answer because I'm trying to think too. But you
well,
also
you just
think,
interrupted me. I was talking to the chat.
You're right. My bad. I'm sorry.
You see how I segued out of that? We carried that a little too long, and then he was like, "Let's move to another one." And I segued so smoothly to a new subject.
That was smooth. Until you read the comments, they say, "Man, why you didn't let Luck keep going with his incredible life?" But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
The Chronicles of Luck is going to be a segment. Just so you know, Luck's Chronicles.
No, but if I could have any talent, okay, let's. That's too difficult to think about in one talent. let's just talk about some talents I would like to have and be the best of.
You want to do top 3? 3 talents?
Let's do top 3. 3 talents.
Okay.
I would love to be the world's greatest singer. If I had that talent, I would blow all of your minds.
Right.
With just pure tenacity and since my notes will be kind of spiritual, will kind of be godly. But,
oh yeah.
But the pure tenacity from the joy of song which erupts from my body every time I open my mouth to sing. You know, I would totally sing. That would be one of the
from the loins up. Yes.
It'd be like yeah. So when it was me. About the time when I
no, let's not go. We're not doing
okay,
Chronicles.
my bad. Right. I forgot.
No.
I forgot. Okay.
Lucc Chronicles is a segment.
Got it. Forgot. Okay.
Everything's not about you and your stories.
I thought this was
This is relatable.
That's what this was.
All this stuff you talk about is not relatable to us, and I'm us with the viewer. You're like different than us. Like you have all these great, amazing, mysterious.
Oh, they never did. Okay. Okay.
See, we meet with them. So one, singing, best singer.
Best singer for sure. Me and Pavarotti was laughing about this thing one time. Okay.
Funny story. Funny story. He's such a stand-up guy.
No, seriously. Singing for sure. Singing for sure. A writer. Storytelling specifically.
Okay.
I'll be the greatest storyteller of all times.
You're close to it.
Right. Thank you.
You're very
Thank
close.
you. I don't know if I should be insulted or not.
Explains a lot.
I'll be a storyteller.
Doing a great job.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The last one. What about? Let's hear some. Anything you?
I would be the smartest person.
Okay. How long we have?
I would.
You'll be the smartest.
The smartest person. I don't know if that's a talent. I think you would have to pick a subject to be good at. But
I don't know. Is it? No, that's kind of like a.
Okay, I would be.
That's kind of like a thing, right? It's like
the most educated, smartest person, like that lady in The Boys.
Oh, the black girl.
The black girl in The Boys.
That was Gen V, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No, that wasn't Gen V. She was in The Boys. It was The Boys.
Oh, the last season, right? The last season, she was in The Boys. All right, she's The Boys. The black girl.
Black girl.
Yeah.
Because then I think I could heal the world, help the world in a lot of ways. See, my things.
Do you think you would?
Yeah, the things that I would do
because that was her problem.
Yeah, so the things I would do would not just be for me.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't just want to just be a writer or a singer or anything like that. It would be.
It's not just me though.
See, this is funny. So I'm doing mine, and you just brought up.
But you said be smart. That's strictly for you.
No, it's to heal the world.
How can you heal the world?
Because then I would have the solutions to a lot of these things.
Now,
like the first thing I would be figure out these fires in California.
That's the first thing you would do.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The first thing you would do. You probably don't need to be the smart. Well, you already started off not the smartest. You skip right over.
You know how many deaths that
crime.
causes?
You skip right over rape culture.
You can't solve crime.
You just the smartest. You said the smartest man can.
No kind of education.
The smartest man in the world can.
Yeah, and then it would be something that you don't want. That would be like no emotions and no feelings. People are not allowed to move freely. You're not allowed. I'm not going to do that kind of stuff.
That's not, no.
How do you stop crime?
You know, first of all, I'm not the smart man. You asked for that gift. I didn't ask for that gift.
I'm definitely not him yet.
Right. No, I don't know if you. Yeah, right. For sure. You definitely not him yet, by far.
I'm close.
But Listen, what I'm saying is that you were trying to figure out the fire situation.
Yes.
So what about homelessness, crack, cocaine, meth,
Crack is done.
fentanyl, the gang wars, black on black violence? No, first of all, not black on black violence, but gang wars, murder in general, child trafficking. There's so many things you can solve.
You said, "What would I do?" Why are you making this about you?
Oh, right. I'm sorry. So you wouldn't do none of those things.
I said
those things would leave.
First,
you would leave that, and then
first I would, because that's the easiest one to me.
what if
Because I feel like I already have it figured out.
What if you became?
I would install a sprinkler system in the mountains. That's how you do it. I already got that. Then I would move on to the next thing.
What about when the fires start not in the mountains?
I'm talking about the ones that start in the mountains.
So you only save the mountains where people don't live. Look, so when you
The irrigation system that flows up.
so when you don't save nobody, like what happens if you want to say you do the fire thing and that works for a couple of animals, right? And they live. And then what's going to happen if you just lost your power?
That's not a
You
power.
use your one talent.
Yeah.
You lose your one good talent for that.
So it's my talent.
You
I
can
have
use
it.
it for whatever you want. You're right.
I have it.
You're right. You can.
It
You're
doesn't
right.
disappear.
You're right. So you want to pick
That's
another
one of the
talent?
worst things in California.
The fires.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, never mind. You did. I'm sure you do an awesome job.
With Democrats, I'll start with the Democrats.
You'll remove them.
I'll fix them.
Fix the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
Leave the Republicans as they are.
Tweak a few things here or there.
Fix
Fix the Democrats.
Yeah, shit's crazy. It's crazy.
You only let me get to one.
That was the first one. That was crazy. That was passionate on your heart.
Yeah.
That's what you decided to do. Because, for example, if you had...
The most intelligent.
Let's take talents out of it. If you had 3 wishes.
You didn't let. Okay. We're changing it because of what?
What's the second one? Sorry, what's the second one?
No, let's go. So if I was to have a superpower.
No, talent.
We were just there, talent.
I know, we stand on that.
My second one would be
Shift?
my second one would be my talent would be
Tell the truth?
magic, magician.
That covers a lot of ground, too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, what would you do?
As a magician,
Yes. What's the thing you would do?
I don't know what I would do, but I've always been intrigued by magicians.
Really?
Yeah, I like magicians. I went to David Copperfield in Vegas, which he had an amazing show.
I have to see David Copperfield. Now, I've seen Mind Freak in Vegas. Chris Angel.
Chris Angel. I haven't seen my
Incredible show. So here's the thing. Next time we go to Vegas.
How did you feel at the show?
I feel good. What you mean? Like creepy?
When they were performing afterwards, weren't you amazed?
Bro.
Like your mind was blown?
Bro, let me tell you, bro. That's why.
Almost as sitting next to me. Mind blowing. That is the effect I want to have to magicianry.
That's probably not going to have that. Anyway, look, so I think when you go to Vegas next time, for the pleasure, not business, when you go to Vegas, you should go see Mind Freak by Chris Angel. I think it's in Planet Hollywood. I think that's where it is.
Okay. You got to see David Copperfield.
And I want to see David Copperfield. I want to see that. David Copperfield.
I went to David Copperfield because a girl died in Cirque du Soleil.
Wait, live on stage? Wait, are you saying you went to Cirque du Soleil and it happened when you was there? Are you serious?
It was magic.
She died magically?
It was magic.
That caused her to die?
That had me go to David Copperfield.
To see a death?
She died in Cirque du Soleil.
While you was there?
Mm-hmm.
And you saw her die?
We had tickets to the show.
Oh.
And the girl died in the show, so they canceled the show.
And let's do something else.
They gave us David Copperfield tickets. Yeah, because it was at the MGM. MGM Grand had Cirque du Soleil. It had David Copperfield.
Yeah.
And there was like 2 other shows or whatever.
Which Cirque du Soleil show? You remember?
I think it might have been the water one.
I think that might be. No, I just seen one.
Was that the water one? Well, whatever it was, she jumped from something and landed on the ground, and everybody thought it was a part of the show, and the crowd was going wild.
Really?
But the people on stage were freaking out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we didn't see it, but this is what was was told to us. And a girl.
My wife just took me to see. You been to Cosm? Yeah, in Inglewood.
Cosm?
Cosm. It's my wife just took me to see.
Oh, the sphere thing.
In Inglewood.
No.
First of all, it's incredible.
Okay.
You have to go. You and your family, you and the homies, whatever, to go because they got different events there.
Okay.
Sport events is insane. Go see sport events, but I saw Cirque du Soleil there, and it was the water one. So I'm not sure if it's the same water one.
They were just showing it on the screen.
Yeah, but it looked like you there. It looked like it looked like the person is right here diving in front of you in water.
Okay.
Right. It's super dope. And if you're watching a game, like if you pick the second level, I think it's level B or the floor level.
You feel like you're on the floor.
It looks like you're at the game.
Really?
It just looked like the player's about to run into you.
Oh shit!
The screen is, it's all professional, high def kind of. So I saw my Cirque du Soleil there. My wife took me for my birthday. It was insane, incredible. You definitely should go watch the games there though too.
Okay.
But book in advance because it's only one of them here.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you know what I mean. So they get booked up. But yeah, I do want to see. But you should see Mind Freak. Magic. It's one thing to hear about magic, but when you see it live, and because
you believe in magic?
And any new viewer is going to do all the things. You're looking for strings. You're looking for like, how did I watch him on stage, and then he disappeared to smoke, and then the light come on next to me. He's sitting right here.
Right.
Like you can't even physically run over there fast enough. Stuff like that be happening. Like he'll fly over the audience, like or set a bird on fire, then a bird like come from under your seat, like it's crazy. It's all crazy.
Mind Freak, okay.
Mind Freak, Chris, it's an amazing show, and it's funny. He's hilarious. Also, people see the golf stuff and just think like dark evil.
No, magicians are the ultimate performers.
Absolutely, yeah, that's real. That's dope. And
that's why I feel like I would fit well there.
Being a musician?
Yeah, I told you.
Right, you did say being a musician. You did say that. What would be a trick you would want to try?
That's how we got to talk about this. That's how we got to talk about this.
What would be your maybe a good trick that you want to try?
Diving into a mason jar.
Have you ever seen that happen before? In a trick? I've never seen that.
Cartoons.
In cartoons. So maybe the magician would probably try that in real life?
If I was the best magician in the world.
Who is the best musician in the world? Is it Houdini?
The best?
Do you think they think that?
Well, I haven't seen a whole bunch of musicians. I would say, I like the weird guy that used to walk around doing the stuff.
David Blaine.
David Blaine.
I would love to see his show, too.
I like David Blaine.
He has no personality, though.
No personality.
But the tricks, though? Absolutely insane.
The dedication
Absolutely insane, for
Staying
sure.
in freezing environments, holding his breath. He's sleeping in such and such for this long. Like he has dedication.
Yeah, he's different. He's different.
So I like magicians. Like I would want to do that. Like,
so you would be a magician and
if I was to be born again,
smartest man
I would be a magician.
You could be born again Sunday. We going to church?
Not as a Christian, but like if I was to be raised again,
right? The fake born again.
The fake born again. I would be a magician.
If you was born again, you would be a magician.
Mm-hmm. I would start at a very young age.
Like cards and stuff, card tricks early. Start doing it.
I feel like it's a way into everybody's life.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I think I can't speak for most people, but
that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a magician,
dude. I think we're all amazed by musicians.
We
do not get it. I don't understand. I've seen little old shows where they would show how they do the cut the person in half in the box. We've seen the expose of these certain tricks, but
have we seen the faces of death?
Have they? First of all, we're too old. First of all, you and I have saw those. They have no idea about faces of death, but nowadays maybe. Remember Rotten.com?
Yeah. Oh, dude,
that was horrible.
Consumption Junction?
Yeah. What was we doing? What were we doing? Taking these things in. Pause.
Just ruining our innocence.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, you got your innocence ruined at Catholic Church.
Did we talk about that on camera?
Is that something we talked about?
Is that something we talked about off camera?
On camera? Because that would be rude and distasteful what you just did.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that on camera.
Sorry, kids, that didn't happen. Everything else I said on the show did happen.
Hey, that's a good one. So
That is a good one.
that's mine.
These are talents, right? I said mine, singing and being a storyteller.
Yeah, mine was magician. And the best, I would want to be the best shooter.
Like guns?
Yeah, sniper. The
Why?
best. Because I feel like I could do some good as the best sniper.
No, I do like that. All of your answers was because you want to do good for people.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't necessarily explain how, but that doesn't matter. The fact you say you want to do good for people, that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure God is happy with why you chose those three, why you want to do good for people. But I want to know how, the shooting part. You would just save lives?
Save lives.
Like a random sniper that'd be low key?
Like save lives and then be the best protector for my family. I just watched the Waco, Texas thing. Have you seen what you know about Waco, Texas?
Yeah, for sure. Whew. You talk like you watched a documentary about it?
Documentary on Netflix.
It's new?
It is. I don't know how new it is.
Not new.
I don't know if
Okay.
it's new or not.
That was a crazy situation. I remember when that was going on.
Crazy situation.
I realized how fast I talk. Go ahead.
And it makes you think like from kind of their perspective as well. Like not just like
the guy
not from his perspective, but just like somebody that was trying to do something on their own. Like invasion of, what do they say, like government overreaching type stuff.
Yeah.
Like they just went up there and it was just a straight out gunfight.
Dude.
From the jump. Like it wasn't no like escalation.
Right.
It wasn't no like, hey guys, we're here for this.
They showed up at, David Koresh, that's his name. David Koresh. David Koresh just started getting off? I assume.
So they came and like knocked on the door and was like, we're here to come out with your hands up.
Yeah.
And it just went.
Wow.
It was no like, hey.
He died there, right?
He died. I think he died there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I wasn't aware of how many ATF agents died.
I never knew. A lot?
Dude. They were getting picked off they like were invaded their facility. Compound facility. And the ATF agents were on the roof, like breaking windows, trying to go in.
Yeah.
And they were dumping on them on the roof. They were dying on the roof. Just like.
Wait a minute. Because this part I didn't know. They had to call David Koresh. Yeah. Tell him, hey, we need to cease fire so we can collect all of our injured agents. Wait a minute. I didn't know that. Dude. So they were armed, like the people who were there? Were they professional or he had security? Waco, Texas had 1.5 million, like I don't know how to say it, 1.5 million pieces of ammunition. Oh, you're not the smartest man yet, so you wouldn't know how to say that. But how do you say that? I'm not the smartest man either. But they had, you said 1.5, what was the breakdown, what you trying to say? 1.5 million bullets, like ammunition. Okay. 1.5 pieces of ammo. Yeah. Wow. And the reason why they got tipped off and why they went to go, UPS or FedEx was delivering packages and a grenade fell out of one of the packages. That was being shipped to their compound. So he reported it like they're receiving grenades. You know what I mean? And so they're warned. Oh, they were buying illegal stuff through the mail. I don't even know if it was illegal. I don't know, but it tipped off the feds to where their warrant wasn't even for grenades. So ATF, their warrant was for some random gun. Really? That they had but they had all kinds. So when they came, it went up immediately. Now, I didn't know they were that. I did know it was a shootout. I can't say I didn't know it was a shootout. They had a tower in the middle of their compound. Well, like a watchtower? Yeah. Wow. And they were picking. And then in Texas, they already ready for fades. And they were in the middle of nowhere. Was it worse than North Hollywood shooting? Oh, yeah. Really? Yeah. That was bad, too, though. That was bad, but them niggas had to go get more ammo. More ammo. This was... And that was against the police officers. Right. That was against the police, PD or whatever. This was against the FBI and the ATF. Shoot.
But yeah, they were on some crazy stuff. What they were doing,
Right.
Like his beliefs or whatever were super.
It's called the cult.
cult-like
Yeah.
activities.
They thought he was God, right? Well, he told him he thought he was God.
He thought he was God, and he was saying he was taking the wives of his followers and like, these are now my wives.
Oh wow!
And you can no longer have sex with this woman. All these women are married to me.
That's wild.
And so he'd have his night sermons.
Night Inside the Army? Oh.
And the women would be waiting for him to pick them to spend the night with him.
What? That might be my last show.
Your last show?
Mm-hmm.
As
Lucc, the performer.
TSG?
No, that's before. I wasn't even famous when that happened. Anyway, we're not going to that. But that's crazy because I didn't know it was all that.
It's so much, and it's so much more.
No, okay. On the documentary,
live footage of it.
Did you get to hear him talk?
Yes.
Really?
He was requesting to be on media.
Wait, they were doing the documentary at the time of it was happening?
There was a news van that was there. And the reason why that the cult knew that they were about to be raided was there was a male guy driving, and the news people were like, hey, you need to get out of here because they're about to raid this place, so get off. He drove back to the compound, was like, they're about to raid us.
Oh, wow. That's how you got prepared and ready for them to come.
And that news...
I got to watch that, bro.
Dude,
I got to watch that.
That news van was carrying dead bodies out.
Dude, I got to tell you about the other documentary, too.
It's really... We already knew it was crazy, and then I'm not even going to get into they burnt that shit down.
Let me see. What's it? They burnt the plot down, right? I didn't know that.
With people in
it. Is it LTS? Is it LTS documentary?
What?
About that, no, it can't be. Because it came up already. About that coat. I mean, not coat. Yeah, it was a coat. Documentary. It's not LTS. I forgot what it was, but they're like Mormon. Anyway, I want to sound crazy on camera. I'll find out the name and I'll let you know what it was. Crazy documentary. I gotta watch that, bro.
It's
LTS
because it's shit, the stuff that you didn't know behind the scenes, and they were sending their children out. You know what I mean? Like, and they have survivors of that. And a girl hearing her grandfather get shot in the stomach, and him like, somebody hurry up and kill me. Somebody come kill me. And then somebody came and dumped him.
Wow. That's audio.
Dude.
Yeah, I gotta watch
that. The girl who survived it is like talking about the incidents, and then one of the women is talking about it, and she's still in love with him.
What?
She's still like,
what?
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I gotta watch that. Have you seen this documentary, Crazy Love?
Crazy Love? No. What is that?
These two, and I've seen it a long time ago, so if I miss, for the viewer or whoever watching, like, don't be as hard on me when it comes to correction. But these two, the guy was trying to get with this lady.
Okay.
The dude trying to get with this lady. And, you know, he was a little obsessed with her. And I think they started dating for a little while, something happened. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he did something that was kind of maybe like a red flag or something. And I forgot what it was. And then she didn't want to be with him no more. Mm-hmm. I'm probably way off in how I'm saying this. This fool showed up to her house. And, you know what? I just want you to watch it. Okay. So it's Crazy Love. There was a guy that was obsessed with her, and then they fell in love, but they had a very tumultuous, crazy, insane type of relationship. And I don't want to tell you what happened. I guess I can tell you what happened. You're going to watch it.
Yeah.
This fool showed up to her house, and she didn't want to be with him. He threw lie in her face, her eyes.
What?
Lie, you know.
Yeah.
And it blinded her. Messed her face up, and then blinded her. And so...
And then continued to pursue her?
After a while.
Oh, so she didn't know who he was?
No, she knew exactly what. She seen him, and then he threw that in her face. So she know what happened. She know who did it. She know.
What?
And then he continued to try to pursue her. And then eventually she started talking back to him, and then they fell in love.
Why did he not go to jail?
Fam, I don't remember if he did went to jail or not. Just watch the documentary, bro. It's when you talk about crazy love, bro.
Oh shoot!
This is one crazy documentary, but the most crazy documentary I ever seen in my life. One of top 5 for me. Crazy doc. We talked about that, I think. Yeah, we did talk about that. We talked about Love at First Sight, Love in Plain Sight. We talked about that?
No.
Documentary called Love in Plain Sight. I know if people heard me say that, they're gonna be like, that's one of the craziest documentaries ever. This family stayed next to a man they went to church with. The family had 3 daughters and, a husband and wife and 3 daughters. 4 daughters or 3 daughters, whatever. And it was a guy named Mr. Bernard, I forgot his name, but he ended up moving next door. A guy knew in the neighborhood. And so they ended up going to the same church and everything. So they met in church and it was a cool guy.
Yeah.
Friends and families. So one day, this fool said, the dude had a daughter too. He came to the house and said, we about to go to the lake or something, I don't know, something, whatever. I was wondering if your daughter, such and such, can go. She want to go. With that, right? She want to go with us. And the mom was like, oh yeah, sure, she can go with that. Nigga, first of all, you got 3 or 4 daughters.
Right.
How you come over there and pick one of them?
Right.
Something wrong. Off top, something is wrong. This fool used to be over the house hanging out with them. She would be sitting on his lap. He'd be taking pictures with her. It was just different how he showed. Okay, that happened. It was different how he showed her all this attention.
Yeah.
The youngest daughter.
Right.
And the other ones wasn't too old. They were small kids. But this fool, she let him go with her. This fool took her for 3 days. Look, when they didn't come back home on that day, like say it was a Friday.
Yeah.
When they didn't come back home on that day, parents are panicking now, right? They're like, where he's such a nice guy. Where would he take her? Maybe they stop and get something to eat. Maybe they all these things. The lady said, well, hopefully I hear from them tomorrow. If I hear from them tomorrow, then let's just wait till tomorrow. And and then she said, once tomorrow came, he showed up.
Yeah.
Heard from her. They was thinking about calling the police.
Thinking.
And then they didn't want to call the police because they was like, well, the police, they said you got to be missing for like a couple of days, whatever. So I don't want to disturb the police. Let's just wait until after Sunday. Maybe he'll bring her back. Dude, they waited a full weekend before he came back with her daughter.
So he did come back.
Did come back with his daughter. And then if I tell you the rest, I'll just be down, but just gonna be telling you the whole, dude, you won't believe what these people went through and what they allowed to happen. It was the most crazy, most insane, I can't even call it kidnap. If y'all was letting it happen, I can't.
Is this the one where the mom and dad also had individual relationships with him?
With him.
Yes, I do know this.
Love in Plain Sight.
I thought it was called something Neighbor or something.
No, it's called Love in Plain Sight. Abducted in Plain Sight.
Abducted in Plain Sight. Because then the mom had
tried to sleep with the man,
and then the dad was giving them.
Dude, I've never met a family like that in my whole life. Look, if you haven't seen it, it's called Abducted in Plain Sight.
And
am I looking at one of these cameras? No, I'm not looking at one of these cameras.
This one.
Oh, this one. Okay, it's called Abducted in Plain Sight. You have to watch this documentary. It's probably one of the most insane documentaries I've ever seen in my entire life. Dude, insane.
It's unreal. They were letting so much go because they were secretly.
After a while, though.
Yeah, they were.
The fact you even got to that.
She was in love with him. He was in love with
That's
him.
crazy.
And she was in love with him.
Insane.
He would come and get her in the middle of the night.
Dude, remember after things was quote unquote exposed, and he said he went to his therapist. Remember he went to their house and told him his therapist said that to get over it, they have to sleep in a bed together, but y'all can't come in the room.
Yeah.
And she let him come over there and sleep in the basement with her and didn't disturb them. You would think I was lying. Am I lying, bro?
No. This is real.
I can't believe it's real.
Me and my wife watched this. It was
insane.
Because being a parent,
that's
know how crazy you are over your
sure.
children. And it's like, what are you doing? But this is how you know some people are freaking sick.
Sick.
sick in the brain where you were gonna let a dude. First of all, who lets a neighbor take their daughter to a lake?
Period.
He took her to Mexico, got married.
It's crazy, bro. I can't believe how crazy that documentary is.
I love
I can't believe
documentaries,
it.
dude. Like, it's one of my favorite things is documentaries.
La Bamba?
Huh?
Oh, La Bamba is the movie. Remember, never mind.
La Bamba is a good one.
Yeah, not
Ricky
documentary.
Valens.
Right. Based on a true story, not a documentary.
No. And he died.
Training Day. Oh, no. That's a movie. Not a documentary. Sorry.
What are you talking about?
I was naming documentaries, but these were, two I named were not documentaries.
No.
Sorry.
What would you do?
Menace Society.
A movie. Many people's documentary of many people's lives. There's a lot of people that have lived that.
You're right.
A lot of people have lived that.
Oh, sorry.
Do you believe in Sasquatch? And Bigfoot?
Now, let me, okay.
Why have no black people seen Bigfoot?
Well, okay, I was going to say, I'm going to preface it with, if you ever go to, I think you have, we talked about this, if you ever go to, if you ever drive to Reno, or if you ever took a trip going up north,
Yeah.
and if you're trying to go to Reno, you got to go through the Shasta Mountains and all that,
Yeah.
right? It's like basically a 2-lane highway. Just this
What
way.
were you doing driving to Reno?
Well, we was on tour. Warren didn't like to take planes at the time, so he was doing up north Cali tour.
Okay.
From down here up top. So we were taking a car through Shasta Mountains and all that. If you go through certain areas in the Shasta Mountains, they have a community. They got stores, restaurants that are kind of like paying homage to Bigfoot.
Okay.
Because supposedly there's sightings of him in these mountains, right? And it was the craziest thing. You would stop. You would say, if Bigfoot sightings here, they sell pictures. They got memorabilia, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like, because I've never been in a community or area where they say they're so dedicated to saying this is a real thing. We have pictures and evidence to say he's been around here, foot tracks and a bunch.
Did you talk to people?
I didn't because. Yeah, I did because we were a few
Were there
black.
any black people in those pictures?
Absolutely not. And nowhere around. It was so. Look, it was such a.
Do you think?
I'll tell.
Do you think Bigfoot is racist?
Well, I don't think Bigfoot had nothing to do with it. I think people choose to see and believe what they choose to see and believe sometimes. Or maybe they have the evidence.
Maybe he doesn't like black people.
Maybe maybe black people don't be where he be at.
Because I think it's a possibility
That he doesn't like black people.
that he exists.
Okay, maybe.
It looks like an animal. Why are all these people bringing this shit up? Like, so I'm just gonna try to get in their head real quick.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what is the point of faking all of this shit? Like, just for attention? Just to get some kind of attention?
Yes, that's one.
Okay.
And here's the thing about footage, right?
Are you filming me?
No, with this?
Those glasses.
No, it's not filming. That's only films for like a minute and something. No.
Don't film me.
No. But so this is all a trip me out about footage from Bigfoot.
Oh shit.
This is all a trip me out about Bigfoot is that all the footage we see of him, it's like horrible footage.
Yeah, you bring this up. You bring it up about UFOs, about ghosts.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
why
yeah.
is there no good footage? But why is there Bigfoot? Why is there Sasquatch? Why is there abominable snowman?
Yeah, aliens.
And all across the world,
Yeah.
there's like different explanations of this big ass hair
Well,
thing.
I would say this.
And there's a swamp thing that they talk about.
I would say this.
And you've been in the swamps, haven't you? Down in Florida,
I've been in swamps though.
but have you driven through like in the
Yeah,
areas?
like the Everglades and all that stuff like
Yeah.
that. Not in Florida.
Dude,
Well, Miami, yes, I have Miami, but I'm not sure if I was. Yeah, might come from the airport, maybe.
dude, it's so many.
Yeah, swamps and everything over there. Here's the thing: like humans would be arrogant to think we're the only species on this earth. Obviously, I mean, other than animals and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I think we'd be arrogant to think that it's so many. This galaxy is huge. So many planets out here. I don't think we're the only type of life form that we would consider foreign to what we know.
Yeah.
And I believe that even just on this earth, there's so many places that are undiscovered and people and things that lurk in different areas and do different things. And some things aren't even, not even seen in a day, or some things you can only see at night. And we haven't covered all the ground.
No.
And so we
just discovered the ocean.
There's tons of things we haven't seen. Like, for example, if they're every day they're finding something new in the ocean, something they've never seen.
Right.
Some new animal, some new type of fish. The deeper they keep going, they found a new ocean in the ocean. They're finding new oceans in the ocean.
That's bigger than all the oceans combined.
It's just insane. So what is going on? Not what is going on, truly. I think it's just we're discovering the rest of the planet.
We're finding out how small we are.
Find how small we are. So I can see how you could be filming something or maybe in an area and something run by, come out, jump, fly past, or whatever that you've never seen before, right? If you try to do a quick camera thing, you might get a bad angle or whatever it may be. But a lot of times we see the footage. The footage is so bad, it's almost like it's hard to take a bad picture with these phones.
Right.
Everything's professional grade level.
But now they're confiscating So, okay.
Oh, then there's that.
Let me
Miami mall thing. Remember that with the aliens in the mall?
So let me say like this. So Luck is taking his dog for a walk in the forest.
Which should never happen. But if I did, okay.
Take your small little dog for a walk. And you see a Sasquatch Bigfoot, right?
Right.
50 feet or however far they be from him.
Yep.
And you see him and he sees you at the same moment.
Yeah.
What is your first thought?
Let the dog go.
Dude, go what?
Tie it to a tree for bait.
So you're going to take the time to tie it to the tree while it's looking at you like this, and you see it sees you. What is your first thing to do? What's your first thought?
Tie it to a tree for bait.
So my point is...
Oh, run. Like run?
My point is not to photograph it.
No.
It's not to record it.
Yeah, no.
So that could be one thing.
Yeah, because I'll trip off that too. Because
I'm not... If I'm out in the forest or a jungle and I see a fucking Bigfoot...
But here's the thing though. We see all the time, there's people out there who act different when dangerous animals are around. There's a lot of different people.
What kind of people?
Just different, I don't know, just different, maybe a little fearless from like poisonous or carnivorous, very deadly animals, wild animals.
A certain
group of people. So that may be, okay, for example.
Ignorant or brave?
Both. Split down the middle.
Ignorant bravery.
Yes, it's ridiculous. For example, remember that you heard about the man, he was a missionary.
Do you suffer from ignorant bravery?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But I'm more so now, more ignorance, less bravery because, more bravery because one has to cancel out each other. So I make a better decision on what I'm not going to do because that's going to be a bad idea.
Yeah, our ignorant bravery is like, oh, you got a gun, shoot me, nigga.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the ignorant bravery.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's literally ignorant bravery.
Oh, look, you going to pull out? Do something.
Yeah, that's crazy. So,
that's our ignorant bravery. Our ignorant bravery is not with Bigfoot.
No, not.
Our grizzly bears.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if we see people all the time take. Oh, I was using it for example. What's the island called? I think it's in Asia somewhere. The remote island with the people that live on the island.
Cambodia.
No, it's not. Indigenous people live. Cambodians don't live on the island.
The Philippines.
It's the Philippines though.
With the negritos, the small black people.
No. That's the wrong word too. I was about to say.
It's the negritos.
That's not the right word though.
Yeah,
that's not what they call themselves.
They do.
No, you talk about I'm talking about different people. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm talking about the little small black people in Philippines.
No, I'm not talking about them.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about the small people. The
pygmies?
That's the derogatory term. That's why I didn't say the word.
Oh, you don't say pygmy is a derogatory?
Yeah, pygmy is derogatory. Yeah. Okay. But I had the wrong area. I was talking about them, but that's the wrong location. That's not in the Philippines you're talking about.
That's in Africa.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I had the wrong location. But I forgot the name of the island, but it's the island where it was filmed on footage a couple of times where every time you get close to the island, they be shooting bow and arrows at you. It's off limits. You can't go on the island.
Okay.
It's been protected by the country that's around that it borders. That
like Fiji or some shit like around there.
It's an Asian. Thailand. It's an Asian place.
Why you keep
But they're
mixing
not
these
Asian.
Asian places up? Like,
I know. What I'm saying is Asia is huge. I'm not sure what
they
country
all
it
don't
borders.
look alike, dude.
I know. I'm not saying that. First of all, I don't even know what they look like. They can't. No camera be close to us. They just dark skin.
Just die. Just die.
They dark skin as arrows. I know that. They tripping if you come close. But that Christian missionary finally made it onto the. He was trying to get there a couple of times, and finally made it onto the island and started trying to change their introduce Christ to them, stuff like that. And you heard what happened to him?
They ate him.
I don't know if they ate him, but he rest in peace though.
Because I think I'm mixing up. With
You talking about the movie? You talking about the movie? You seen that movie? It's called The Green.
Green. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was in Peru.
That was in Peru.
That was Peru with that movie.
So there's stuff in South America like that. Like
Peru and South America, right?
Yeah, like where you go.
We just named the place.
Yeah, but like the islands off of there where you can't go certain areas or you can't go deep
like
enough.
Peru.
Like Brazil. Like Brazil.
Right.
God damn it.
That's not. Wait, you said Southern what?
Southern America.
You said South America. Like you said, like Brazil.
Yeah. Isn't Brazil South America?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. You said I'm talking about Peru, but you're not talking about Peru.
No.
You're talking about Brazil.
I'm talking about similar. Because you said island. So there's islands over there that when you go by boat.
Oh, you know, okay.
Like in like Brazil area, I should say more so the Amazon, not Brazil, the Amazon.
Okay, force.
Where you go by, like they won't go certain areas.
You can't even go by, right. You can't get by.
They won't go certain areas because there's still
so
people that
cannibalistic tribes and stuff like that.
Cannibalistic.
Yeah, tribes you do not want to be around because they don't get out like that.
And you mean to tell me that we think we know everything and we've seen all the animals?
No,
we still haven't even seen all the humans.
No, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. It's like y'all looking for animals. I ain't seen these niggas over here. That's a fact.
We haven't even seen all the humans.
You looking for aliens? That's a whole island of people we don't even know. We don't know what they saying over here. Hey, that's a fact.
You mean it's a whole generation of people?
It's a whole lineage of people over here that got different language. We've never heard of
that we're not allowed to talk
that
to.
language is not on Babbel. It's not on. It's not on Duolingo.
What they talking? Killer. They talking killer, nigga.
Leave the people alone.
Run. What is it? I don't know, but it's the people.
Oh, the Green Inferno. That's what it's called. Green Inferno.
What are we running from? It's the people.
That's hilarious. That sums it up right there. What? Y'all looking for what?
For what?
There's people right here we've never seen.
And we've never introduced ourselves to.
Dude, there's a documentary I watched on YouTube. It was a documentary that people that came across this never before contacted group of people. These group of people wasn't never even contacted by people before. Here's the funny part. First of all, how you know that?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You don't even know what they saying.
Christopher Columbus.
Right. How you know they weren't contacted?
Okay, John Smith.
But what's crazy was they were first of all, I don't know what language they were speaking. And they didn't even know, like, when they see. So the only reason why it led me to believe it a little bit was they didn't even know what the clothes were. Not to say they don't know brand. Oh, that's a polo. Not to say that.
Yeah, they didn't know what clothes.
They even know, like, what's this?
Yeah,
that's on your skin.
Yeah,
like they were reacting to it, like holding stuff up, and I was like, leaving people alone.
Right.
Well, you already introducing your American Western.
They probably died afterwards.
Western, I think probably all of or was killed. That's
no, I'm talking about the people, the undiscovered people.
Probably, How do you get the footage? How do you get the footage? That's what we all feel for that Blair Witch Project.
No. Not the people that got the footage, but when they went back home, they might have took disease and caught and flu, all kinds of shit like they hadn't been exposed to.
Or they probably brought disease to them. All kind of Western BS y'all got going on.
And that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say
leave people alone.
Leave people alone. Like, and the other thing is when people are shooting arrows at you and you don't recognize their language, we are not the kind to say,
no.
I need to talk to them.
Yeah, no.
I know. I need to have a conversation.
It's gonna
with
go
them.
bad. Yeah.
What are you talking about? The guy that's shooting the arrows and is throwing the spears at us?
Like
That has,
before,
has a bone through his nose?
Before you get even close, you don't know what he's saying. He's trying to kill you from here. You want to get closer? First of all, to shoot an arrow at a hovering helicopter, it's already insanity.
Right.
So you want to take your flesh and go meet him at the island?
The guy who's drooling, he's drooling as if he's hungry.
Leave them alone.
Leave him alone. And have you seen Bone Tomahawk?
No.
Oh, you still didn't watch the movie I told you to watch, and I'm disappointed.
Which one?
The Tiger.
Oh, wait. I did watch that movie. No, I didn't. Is that Taylor Sheridan?
No.
That's why.
You're on your Taylor Sheridan kick. Well, you haven't watched none of his movies either.
What movie?
Hell or High Water.
No, I've watched
Wind River.
I'm still watching the ones.
Sicario.
I can't watch too much stuff.
Stop the shows and watch the
Stop
movie.
what? Landman and Linus?
So you can catch up.
You're right.
Let them build up.
No, I'm more. See, you're right. I got time to watch it because I'm caught up to both of those.
Yeah.
So I got to wait another week anyway before the Linus, the last episode.
Linus is slowly becoming the best.
It's fire, bro. It's fire. And Landman, forget it. It's fire. It's
and
fire.
I shitted on Yellowstone because of how it did. It's getting better. It's actually
Okay.
so. But that's what. So back to my point. My point of seeing things. Okay. So we already established the first thought in our head is not to film.
Yeah.
Okay. So
that's not my thing. I would be so.
I gave you the scenario.
Definitely afraid. I would.
Luck with his little dog in the forest.
Yep.
Sees a Bigfoot. First thing you're doing is running.
Yeah.
So okay.
What time I dog to treat and then
tie your dog to treat. Let him eat sacrifice, because the dog will probably outrun you.
Yeah.
And you would be the food.
Yeah. I want
the dog is going to outrun you.
Let him have a snack first before he try to get to dinner.
Yeah, because you don't want the dinner to be the first meal, which will be you. And so now another scenario.
Mm-hmm.
You are driving, and on the highway, a UFO.
Okay.
You can't move because now you see the stairs of the UFO coming down, and the alien is walking down the steps or whatnot. And he says, "Hello, Luck."
That he knows my name.
He knows your name.
Okay.
Are you running?
Hi, Steve.
Are you running from the alien? Or are you going to have a conversation?
I don't know. I in my fearful mind, I think I would try to run, but I also think certain things are pointless. He flew here. He knows my name. Where are you going? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, what are you doing? Are you going to, like, that? That's what I want to know. Like, are we going to talk to these things?
You saying, basically, are you asking me, are you willing to be abducted?
Abducted or have a conversation? Like, even
we
don't even know if a Bigfoot can talk or not. What if
we don't even know if aliens are mean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or if the alien says to you, the alien comes up to you and says, "Do you want to know the truth?" Oh, that's a good one. That's a better question. Because say the alien comes up to you and says, "Look, I have the answers. Do you want to know the truth?"
I would kind of want to know. Let me say,
walk with me in my vessel.
No.
He had to show you right there.
Hey, Steve, slow down with your little tricks.
Slow down, Steve.
Yeah, slow down. Don't invite me into your layers. I don't know what y'all got going on.
Okay, he's not. You don't have to go on the ship. He just has to touch your head. Go like this.
No.
And then then he'll show you the truth.
No. No. I'm already good with not knowing the truth. Not truth as I know enough of the truth as I believe it. I wouldn't know. It's almost like you concern yourself with things that are over your pay grade. You just been put in position to get a little inside information on what's going on.
What if he said the Lord wants to meet you?
I said, why you didn't call me or come?
So what if he's saying, like, because we really don't know what the looks.
He said, I am actually the angel Gabriel.
Yeah, and the Lord would like to have a conversation with you.
Now, it's not what it says in the Bible about you looking like the angel Gabriel. What if you hit me with man wrote the Bible? Why you believe that? I'll be like, oh, shoot.
But
Like, Mom, we gotta rethink this.
we gotta rethink this. But that's what I'm saying. Like everything that we think we know is really just.
I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. I wouldn't know because if a quote unquote alien extraterrestrial, something that wasn't human species said that, a different life form that could speak and says that, you would kind of be interested because they sound civilized.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously a civilized being, and he's lending to the idea that he has an answer or a truth to something, right? And you probably would want to hear it.
That's so funny because I know there's a certain type of people that wouldn't even hesitate
to hear,
to be like, yes, I want to know. And it's a whole bunch of them.
For sure.
I don't want to generalize
them. The ones to be like, he should follow me in my lair. And they follow him, then you never see him again. And then 20 years later, they show up. And for them, it's only been 5 years.
Yeah.
And you like, bro.
I now have the answers.
Like, what?
But that's why I'm like, all this shit the scientists have said, these oceans, and now they're finding oceans. Like, you guys are just talking about what you think to be true.
Yeah, I don't know about all that stuff.
Like, you don't know this shit.
Every time it's something new.
Like we said, you're still finding new humans.
Let me ask you this. What if you see that movie, not movie, it's a series. It's on Netflix called I forgot, so I'm gonna just tell you the premise of the movie, but I want to put you in it and see what you would do. You get on a plane plane ride to somewhere, you're going out of town for work, whatever. And when you get to your back home from your destination.
Okay.
Right? You land, you get home, and everything seems cool. Back to you pull up at the house, and a man answers the door.
At my own house.
Yeah, your house. Yeah. And you like, who are you? Whatever. He's like, babe, or say babe or whatever your wife's name, call your wife's name. And she comes to the door and she looks at you, almost pass out, just weak. What has happened is you were on a flight back home, but for this realm or world, 5 years has passed.
Oh.
She thought you were either missing, left the family, or died.
Yeah.
Right? And so she may be dating now. 5 years later,
of course she's moved on.
Do it, right? What would you do in that instance? Because you don't know this is a thing. In that space, somebody would still be try to convince you that 5 years passed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
what would I do with
what
my
would you do that
family?
space? Yeah, what would you do that space? Yeah.
I would say, Daddy's home. I'm home.
Right.
You're not leaving?
Yeah, Bucko gotta go.
Bucko's gotta go. If you have any kind of attachments or anything, break those attachments. Because those attachments come with death.
Break those attachments.
You are now going to become me, and everybody here is going to forget about you.
Right. And
like they did me for the last 5 years.
And we're going to all sit around a table and have marshmallows. You're going to tell me what I missed and we can get reacclimated.
Reacclimated.
Because this is what it's going to be.
Because this is my family.
I'm sorry, sir. Are you still standing here, sir?
You got about 10 seconds. You got about 10 seconds.
That's hilarious.
Xander, start the countdown. That's some cold shit.
That's it's a series.
But that's like
Netflix.
Lost. Like
it's like Lost too. Okay, like Lost.
No, not Lost.
It's a series on Netflix.
No, Castaway. Remember Tom Hanks?
No, he was gone for 5 years.
He was gone, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and he came back.
No, but for you, it's not 5 years. For you, it's a day. A couple hours.
Yeah, I'm reacting the same way though.
So I know that, boy.
I'm reacting.
I'm still tripping. I don't care how long it's been.
I don't care where I was.
For sure.
Yeah, I could have been buried.
There's gonna be no peace unless I get peace of mind. And if he's here, no more peace of mind.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go crazy on all y'all or one of y'all. Which one is it gonna be?
Exactly.
It's him or the whole thing.
Because Tom Hanks in the movie came back and he let her go.
Yeah.
Or did they get back together? No,
I don't think they got back together.
She ran him down And then he kissed her, but he
forgot,
was like,
yeah.
go back to your family.
Yeah.
Like, do you blame her for moving on?
No. Well, once I have an understanding about what happened. No. 5 years, man. But there was no grave. There's no funeral. There's no nothing. So I don't know if I could just let that slide.
But it's
5
based
years.
off of some real shit. There's those flights that disappear. Remember the Malaysian airplane?
Yeah, for sure.
Like that flight just disappeared.
So I think that kind of was made after that too. Not the story of that, but just like.
But this could be something out of this story.
But
like, what if those people show up?
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
if those people show up? Like, I'm back. Where were you? I don't know.
So, okay, let me put myself in that picture. I couldn't just, I don't think so. I'm talking now in the present time. I don't think I could just move on with another woman if that same thing happened to my wife. Now, if I had an answer, say if I died or something, and my wife 5 years later found a dude, and all right, at least she knows that I'm out of here.
Right.
But we don't know nothing.
Nothing.
We don't know if I was kidnapped. We don't know if I was, we don't know nothing.
You're not devastated?
You probably were, but I'm saying, like, are you over it?
Yeah.
You still don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I could be alive somewhere.
Right.
So, man, that's tough.
All right, let's put it to more realistically. You are in jail. You have to go to jail for 10 years.
Yep.
Should your wife wait that long?
I don't think so.
But look, what if you're in jail for wrongfully accused of something?
Yeah, I would try to lead on her for that, on some like, what do you want to do? Because I can't ask you to stay. But then again, 10 years in a grand scheme of things
is a very long time.
Very long time, but my wife, man, I've been with her 14, almost 15 years, bro. Like, I couldn't just let her go like that. Or I don't think I also would have, though I don't want to be selfish and be like, no, hold me down the whole time. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I'm not sure if she would just be like on some like, I could be wrong. I think she want to wait.
Yeah.
10 years sucks.
10 years sucks.
But if here's the thing, if a couple things come into question about that. It's like, what happened? What did you do?
Yeah.
Wrongfully accused, you said. So that's like you gonna leave me in that. First of all, you already know I don't deserve to be here. Mm-hmm. And you gonna leave me somewhere in the middle of that? That's cold.
That's cold.
So to sit on that, a lot of people can't really sit on that. Mm-mm. So a lot of people don't. It's a lot. But can I do it? I could just leave my wife, bro. That woman be holding me down.
Yeah, like
she hold me down. I gotta, that means you can't have physically be with her. Well, unless you have conjugal visits and stuff like that.
Conjugal visits.
It ain't like her being at home. But
I know people that have gotten
2 years go by fast, visits. Bro. You go by fast. Next thing you know, she'll be out, and you done moved on to what? Yeah, no, I don't know.
That's a tough one.
That's tough.
Like now, if if you were taking penitentiary chances and you were doing stupid shit,
different.
Like that's totally different.
Yeah,
that's like, I sacrificed, I risked this for some stupid shit. Yeah, I'll move on. That he tripped out. But now if it's terrible. Like some shit that's like, I didn't do this, or I did this for the survival of our family.
Because it could have went that way.
Yeah.
You could have played it that way, but at what cost?
Because we're outside, and somebody assaults you. I knock them out and they hit their head on the ground and die.
Yeah, see,
if it's me protecting you and that happened, hold me down?
Yeah, nah. I think certain things you can't ask of a person, even though you may hope for it to be another way.
If I jump in from somebody stopping hurting you and they died from what I did to stop, you waiting for me.
I'm saying I would want you to too.
And when I come out, I'm gonna act as if you waited.
That's what she did. What if she waited? What if she waited?
I'll be going back to prison shortly.
Let me ask you this: what's too early to wait? I'm sorry. What I'm trying to ask is, how much time? If you're gonna leave, how much time should it be? Should it be right off the back? Should it be like, okay, I'm gonna do another 3 years and I'm out, or should it be like,
if you're gonna leave, leave.
Leave now.
Leave now.
Yeah.
If you're gonna leave, leave. But I'm coming out as if you didn't leave.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm coming out tripping.
Yeah.
As if you didn't leave. And it will be when they say it's a revolving door.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, nah, I'm here. Daddy's home.
That's tough.
That's tough, but it's a lot of people that are dealing with those situations too. You know what I mean?
Do you believe that everybody has a price?
Does everybody
And before we ask for what, like what kind of situation, let's just say the bank is unlimited. the access is unlimited to whatever you want. Do you believe everybody has a price?
Yeah, and I think sometimes that price is not money.
Boom, there it is.
Everybody has their
Yep.
like, what wouldn't I do for the survival of my family?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it gets very dark. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, because you put yourself on the back burner for your family, for your kids, like, it's like that. Now, money, I don't know. Maybe not everybody. I know some people, I know people that do things for nothing.
Yeah.
Barely anything. It's people that...
Me.
Me.
My whole life sucks.
Like,
which is got the depressing podcast. You just
like Eeyore. Come on, Eeyore.
Yeah, right.
Tell us about it. But like we'll sacrifice 10 hours a day for $1. Like our every day that we live, we sacrificing for $1. So everybody does have a price. So, but your price.
Everybody does have a price, yeah.
So your price is only for 8 hours of your day, as long as it's not your whole 24.
Boom.
You know what I mean? Like we all have our things, but we're not willing to sacrifice for God. A lot of people aren't willing to sacrifice for God. They'll do more for $1 than they do for God.
That's a fact.
You know, and so it's like
it's sad when you think about it too.
It's very, very sad.
That sucks though.
And so that's when I like look at some of these religions, like these. I remember growing up with Mansoor, right, and being a kid and just looking at like how much they prayed. Like, dang, y'all prayed that much.
Doing it 5 times.
Like how many? And it's like when you do the math, there's only 45 minutes a day given to God. But growing up, it was like, damn, like what? And it's like you can't give God 45 minutes.
Most won't.
Most won't. And it's like, damn, you'll go and do all this other stuff out here, but you won't sit and give praise.
No.
That sounds ridiculous to you.
Well, because you don't fear the consequences. First of all, you don't even believe in consequences. So you definitely don't fear them. That's crazy.
But I think everybody has a I think
what's your price?
My family.
That's what you.
My family is my price.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I feel like that I could never be in the drug trade. I could never be in anything like that
With family.
With family.
Yeah.
Because I would go and do the most wickedest stuff for people. You know what I mean? And that's my weakness, and that's my issue. I have to be stronger and better with God. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't commit these atrocious things.
Yeah.
But I would.
Yeah.
And I know it. You know what I mean? Like,
you're a monster, basically.
Yeah. For my family, like, I know.
No, not for just a monster, period.
Yeah. And that's why if somebody's got like this, like, wait, how many? Oh, all of them? Okay. Like, and that's something I got to work on, but that my price is my family.
Okay.
But I think all these people that are allowed to be successful, that are like in the limelight,
You think they all made a choice?
I think they've all have been chosen, and they all have made a choice at some point. And I don't think it has to be as extreme as
chosen is tricky though. You mean chosen as in selected by who?
By the ones at bay, the ones to be.
Got it.
And
the ones
like,
who want to remain hidden.
This is the safer choice. This is the safer opinion. He'll do more of what we say. He'll stay out of this and out of that.
Like control.
Control.
Yeah.
And it's a business decision.
Mm.
And sometimes we get to the point where we think like, oh no, this person is this. Like, nah, everybody is.
People, one thing evil do is people always operate under the guise of evil as like I mean, yeah, but like kind of like if you say it, then what's the problem? Like kind of like they'll say, oh, it's business.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it was cold, hard. It was hard, cold blooded like business.
Yeah,
and it's heartless.
Right.
And what you did, you know. But the thing is, I mean, but like keep it real or whatever, or try to separate the business from personal. But people would do anything under the guise of it's just business or I'm handling business.
right.
And
At the cost of what?
at the cost of what though? You know what I mean? So not that I never liked that phrase, but I'm just really like peeping it now, what people would do for business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do anything for business.
They'll do anything for business, and it's like, and I don't want to say that they're like some people are wrong or right or whatever, but if
a certain group of people,
like no a person's like let's just say LeBron James. This is not true. I don't know this to be.
Okay.
I'm just using him as an example. Say LeBron James is in a position of power. He's got ownership here, ownership there, and he has a price as in I'm not going to speak up on certain situations.
okay,
Not because they told me I can't, but because I don't want to jeopardize certain sponsorships.
yeah, which
So-
I understand
You know
because
what
it
I
would
mean?
ruin the whole thing. Right,
It would
for
ruin
sure,
the whole thing, or
For
it
sure.
would ruin this, and that's a price
for sure.
that no one's
And some
actually
people are willing to pay it if they go across that line.
and no one's actually presented this price to you. No one ever said
I think I had a sponsor for the show too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
really. And so Magic Johnson, he may not talk about a bunch of things, but if he talks about, like, say, if he talks about George Floyd, right? Like he talks out about George Floyd.
Yeah,
He loses a bunch of stuff.
yeah.
Now,
Absolutely.
is it more valuable for us to hear Magic Johnson talk about George Floyd?
Which is another reason why Drake is suing. But go ahead.
Right. Wait.
That's another reason. He said defamation. He's claiming that defamation is happening and it's also messing up my deals basically out here.
Okay.
You know, whether you got some in negotiation or they just pull something off.
Right.
Because once you got that tag on you, a lot of companies be like, hey, we can't mess with that. You know what I mean? So he's part of the reason why he's suing for defamation is because saying that he y'all got my name out here looking bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I can't operate this business without it, you know, so yeah.
So look, so then that takes you to the NBA when I don't know if it was George Floyd when they operated in the bubble, right?
Yep.
It was George Floyd.
Yep.
And they had the opportunity to not play. Like they could have came together to not play
Yeah.
and took a stance, right?
Yep.
Or they could do what they did. Do you think it is more valuable to take the stance? And like, what does that stance actually do?
I had this conversation with somebody recently. We talked about, you know, I think it was, I forgot who it was, but like, somebody has, we talked about the UNG thing.
Okay.
And they was talking about somebody has to fight it, the system.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, for sure, of course. But I was asking, do you think this is the way? And are you ready for are you ready to stand up for the consequences of how you deal with this? What you stand up on? So Drake instance, it's like, you suing him, you doing the stuff like that, but do you know that people have a history of disappearing after stuff like that happens?
Right.
Like the whole resources and money is poured to your head.
But why do we give the power to the players when we're the consumers?
Well, who gives power to players?
So like we say, oh, I can't mess with him. They performed. They didn't boycott it. But your ass at home, we can boycott it. Why do we put it on them? When it's way easier for us just to not turn it on.
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
And that's why it's like we give them the value of the situation. Like, why do we put the value on? We want
The next person.
We want Beyonce to talk against George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do?
What was her? I'm talking against.
Talk like
or
say,
if she stand up for it.
Stand up for it, right? It's just a celebrity.
But I think here's the thing, though.
Or is it
I
representation?
think I'm saying the same thing. I think that they have a reputation and a duty to stay aligned with certain powers. Right? So somebody like a Beyonce, if she stood up for anything, Joy Floyd, whatever. When she did her little Super Bowl thing.
And she may have. I don't know. We're just
there's ways to do it, right?
Yeah.
But if it's loud, like aggressive, like Kanye, I'm sorry, not Kanye. I forgot the name. Is it? I forgot the name. I lost my train of thought. Oh, what I'm saying was, if it's loud and aggressive, depending on the powers that be, it can be dangerous for you and your family. So, at what cost are you willing to make that claim? That's why with the Drake thing, I can't believe it's happening because I'm like, bro, this is gonna go really bad for you. This is Universal Music Group, like.
And there's people that are out there. That's what I'm saying. It's people out there that are like, no, yes, do it.
Because somebody got to be the sacrifice. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
What you're saying is the first person through the door is shot. First person through the door gets shot.
And so
that's the saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, so people are willing to pay the price with other people's lives.
So when, for example, we I think me and me Pun, what is it? Me Pun, T-Rail, somebody else was talking about should I actually join this podcast? And I was saying, well, I mean, somebody got to do a podcast with him. Like, you know, like, Rio's talented, but I just know what he can be with a partner. And they was like, man, you sure we should, maybe we can work out something else for you. And I was like, no.
So they cared more for you than you did for yourself
No. They used me, but it was actually about you.
Oh, right? Shit.
They had to get unbiased opinion about the idea that was being set in motion.
Okay.
And then once I really sat and I thought about what they were saying and going over how you and I conversed, you know, especially after that interview, because it happened right after the interview. Then I was like, you know what? Excuse me. I'll jump on the grenade. I think this could work. I'll jump on the grenade. I think this could work. And let's see how, you know. So they gave me free range to, you know, contract was signed, advance given. And I got free range to, you know.
To come over here.
Sorry?
To come over here?
What?
They gave you a contract to jump on the grenade.
I don't want you to hold on to the contract. I don't want you to hold on to the word contract.
Well, we're talking about value.
There's an agreement.
The price to
set in
pay.
place. Yeah, so.
What are you willing to sacrifice? So what are you sacrificing being here?
What am I sacrificing?
Yeah.
Oh,
my integrity.
Yeah, my livelihood, the way I'm viewed.
The people's perception.
Yeah, the way I'm viewed.
All life. I put it on the line for you. People gonna run out there like,
first of all,
people gonna run
me, Pun, and T-Rail having a meeting about what?
They be like, oh, Pun and T-Rail met with Lucc to get him on Rios' shows.
Dude, somebody said we like what they said in the comments? We like we like BOF but smart. Who said that? Somebody said he like Lucc like a smart smack.
Oh shit!
Like smart. I forgot what he said, but hilarious. Shout out to you who made that comment. That was hilarious.
Shout out to everybody out there. But that's why it gets tricky when you bring up what are people willing to pay and what are people willing to sacrifice.
Yeah.
We always expect those with money to sacrifice everything they have versus what we can do, which doesn't take much.
Which is crazy.
You know, like it don't take much for us to just stop to unplug our TV.
Yep.
If we as a whole just unplug, that is way easier than it is for them who are feeding hundreds. I'm feeding 6 people.
Well, this podcast we're feeding thousands.
Before you got here. But now it's feeding hundreds of thousands. That's what I meant.
I see what you did there.
Before you, thousands. Now, hundreds of thousands.
Got it. Okay.
So we appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
For jumping on the grenade. Everybody's not Well, you're a hero. You're a hero. And you can cover some blast radius. Appreciate you. Relatable, episode 6, Rios.
Luck.
Sacrificed a lot to be here.
We have to do better, people. I mean, Rios, not everybody.
Oh, we didn't tell the people about we had a relatable that didn't come out.
That was a really good episode too, bro.
That was a great episode.
It was, but I don't regret it because it's like I said, it's early in the process. But we also had a great podcast with Kareem and Badru came by. This week I want to ask. I don't know if we asked him already. What do they think about us going live?
Oh, we did not ask about going live.
Yeah, I don't know the parameters of it, and everything, but
that can be your thing.
What thing?
Of asking the people at the end to comment what they think. So that's how we know they made it to the end. Is what do you guys think? Please, if you made it this far in the podcast, are true people that are dedicated here that are watching the whole thing.
You still got to come up with a name. Remember we talked about that.
You promised that, and you didn't come.
I didn't deliver. God, I got to deliver. I'll try to deliver.
They're not asking for much from you. They're not asking much.
Some of them actually
sit next to Rios and catch some of the shine. It's not much. It's not hard. So come up with that. Figure it out. Give something. Give something back to the people. Okay. So comment if you guys think we should go live, and I think I know my answer. I know we should, but just comment that if you think we should go live and what topics we should cover or what you guys see it looking like. That'd be dope. This is Luc's request.
No, it's not.
What?
I'm just messing with you.
Wait, what?
No, I do want to go live because I want to see how that is. Obviously been on some other podcasts where they were live,
right?
But just to sit in front of our own podcast and we operate what's actually going on and have in our room chatting with people. Yeah. I want to see how all that works. You know what I mean? So
all we gotta do is instead of having that right there, we would go to a laptop. We'll go to the laptop.
Okay.
We'll
That's connect to that, and then okay.
Mm-hmm. It'll be easy. I'll teach you a lot of things here, dude. All right.
What?
What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's some valuable knowledge I can show you and teach you.
About the monitor with
yeah. It's not the monitor.
That's not a monitor?
It's a switchboard.
Not the switchboard, the monitor.
The switchboard is putting that out to the monitor.
I know that, but I'm pointing at it and talking about the monitor.
What about it?
I just talked about it. I don't know.
No, so we may not have the... I'll teach myself some things also. You want to take us out?
Nah. No, I would. But we need word. I need the word. We need the word. To say they watched the whole episode.
Yeah.
What did we talk about? We talked about... What's one word, though? We talk about TV show, not really.
Ignorant bravery.
Okay. If you made it all the way to... Okay.
Let's do some microphone.
Yeah. If you made it all the way to the end of this episode, type ignorant bravery. That's, Rios just came up with that. I don't really like it. I'm just saying it. Ignorant bravery in the chat. Not chat, but the
chat.
The chat? Okay.
The comment section.
In the comment section, type ignorant bravery, right?
Mm-hmm. And if you can, give us an instance of ignorant bravery. Give us...
Oh, shoot.
Give us your idea of what ignorant bravery is.
Type it. That way we know you made it all the way to the end. Trust me, we're taking all of the names we're locking them in, we get them in a big old pile, and we're going to have a prize for you sooner than later. Or later. So, Mike.
Sooner or later.
It come when it come. You know what I mean? We love the support, man. We love that y'all love what we've been putting down, man. And we just thank y'all for spending your Tuesdays with us.
Mondays.
Thank y'all. Yeah, thank y'all for spending y'all Mondays with us. We're grateful. We just thank you, man. Straight up.
They start the week off with us.
No.
Yeah, Monday.
I don't mess with you. So
Monday or Sunday is the beginning of the week for some people.
Right.
Do you start your week on Sunday?
No, I start my week on Wednesday night.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm
out of town. Tuesdays. Tuesday I go out of town. I leave for San Francisco Tuesday 5. I'm usually back in LA Wednesday at 4.
What are you doing in the Bay?
Top secret.
Because Kareem touched on some stuff that you guys are working on. And I want to know about this stuff. Relatable. Episode.
No, episode 7. Hey, man, thank y'all for ignorant bravery in the chats. Thank y'all. We're going to come up with something dope we're going to do for y'all. And we're going to go live as soon as possible if y'all want that. If y'all want live. I know it's still early. We're still working it out. We still getting it going. I'll be coming here in between work. Like I work, then I come to podcast, and I go straight out to work again. So I'll be in and out, back and forth. I'll be, you know what I mean? Sometimes my mind be just going all over the place. That's why sometimes I'm always, instead of telling you like sticking to topics, sometimes I'll tell you about my life and these whimsical stories that seem like they're a lot to digest, but they are based on facts. They're based on facts.
Of your life.
They're based on facts. So we'll make sure you all just stay tuned, man. We got some dope stuff coming for y'all and some dope guests in the pipeline, man. We love y'all. Church.